hope everyone's ready to get back into it since it's been
Ready
like a
to
month.
die.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
been almost 45 days.
I waited so long, and then I finally got to watch last night me say that sonnet, and then Pluzak go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, yeah. The funny part is that was 2 sessions ago because I forgot to export it. I was just telling it to Fred. So we do have a session of stuff that has happened since then that I still have to get uploaded. I have watched through it, so I remember, of course, everything that's happened. But let's see what you guys remember. Snow puppies, clearly. And you don't have to give me the whole story on it. I'm just wondering what other details jump out. How did we get where we are here? Where are we? What's going on?
All I remember is I
Obviously,
killed this last guy
Yeah, that was the thing.
this is the snow puppy
because, yeah, and something had to do with the fire, but I wasn't over there, so.
Pluzak is not 100% aware on that one. Yeah, you did get to hear though Mace's sermon of the greatness that is the Frost dude. The
Yeah, that was
Frostmaiden.
the
Frost dude,
the
yeah.
guy. We
What-
sent a
what were we
guy out.
saying?
He went running to
The-
tell all
not
his
a maiden,
friends.
but a man. Yeah, that was pretty great, for sure.
Yeah, so there's a man running around here somewhere that's going to tell
Yeah,
the
there
good news
was.
of
There
me.
was a man running around here. You guys had
According to
convinced
me,
him,
me and Claw, like there still is.
Yeah, you guys had convinced him to that Leif was indeed the second coming of Arl. I think you stood in the fire at one point, or at least had stuck your hands in it, and basically showed off to him that it could do nothing to you. He got fairly convinced and said, "Oh yeah, okay. There's more of us. There were like 7, probably fewer because people die out here all the time. But I'll go tell him. I'll let him know that when they get back here that you're like our god now and amazing." And you were like, "Yes, do that, my child." And he ran out of the cave, and for some reason, as soon as he made it to the other side of that wooden arch, seemed to keel over dead as fog cloud form dissipated back into turtle. Strange that.
That's right, I was fog cloud. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you were fog clouded. But yes, and a little earlier than that was, of course, when you tried to climb up through the. You had such a good. No, you had such a good term for it. It was a common use hole. Yeah, common use hole.
That's
Yeah,
you had
this
been
is his first time at the common use
yeah,
hole.
everyone convinced Leif to shoot his webby load all in that common use hole. He climbed up great. Mace climbed up great. Pluzak had a little bit of trouble. First time in a common use hole. This was a wonderful conversation. And then Leif met his future pet, apparently, where he came out of the hole. It was curious and hissed at him, and he proceeded to slap it upside the head, as he tends to do.
As I do.
Later, with a bit of food in his hand, he did indeed reconvince it that he was a little bit more friendly, and you guys came to realize these things are slightly domesticated to some degree, in the sense that they were very happy to take food from people. And then, it was just one of them in the cave at that time, and as Pluzak was heading up Pluzak Karthus, I'm sorry, was heading up the common use hole, a second one did kind of jump his pet zombie. I don't know. Do they work as pets? What do you call them? Companion zombies? What are they?
Summons?
Does it count as a
Yeah, I
summon when you
don't-
turn someone else?
I don't.
Well,
Either way, it got eaten by the other wormling
Yeah,
and dragged back
definitely did.
into the cave, back up to their nest to be devoured instead of you all. So, we have a slightly friendly one, a satisfied other, and that is pretty much what the party has found in this cave so far. You did search just about everything, and you're pretty aware of this strange cold burning fire that I believe you also are aware when Leif stuck his hand in, it gave him one of the rings. And he warped with Mace out of the cave back to the entrance and screamed loud enough, I believe, for Pluzak to hear, "We're stuck forever! There's no way out!" That was it. There's no way out! And yeah, that was kind of the point that the party ended their day. I believe that I did tell you you could take a long rest, so everyone here should be all set. On Kara's side, as you were saying, Chris, you and Vellynne have been kind of flying in this direction, having long rested.
I've been dealing with a hypochondriac giant turtle on my back, screaming about losing the one person in their life that matters, and me sitting there going, "Relax. If he dies, I could bring him back."
Yeah, that is true. But having experienced that in her own special way, I don't think Vellynne wishes for that. So, I will say, Kara, as you traveled, because you are technically a day ahead of the party here, and actually I need to get those notes up, because I have everything written out timeline-wise. You basically were traveling another day. So I'm going to position the group kind of like this. Kara, you fly through the day. As you do so, Vellynne kind of asks you a few questions, mostly about how
Sure.
your powers work. Kind of the runes have been curiosity to her, because they're of a language she does not know and a power she's not seen. So she's just kind of curious if they work off magic or not, if you want to expound upon that with her.
I think I got to think about how to phrase this.
Okay, take your time. She also has another question for you, so you can think about this at the same time. She expands the conversation into your in her rear powers, because I do have a note that that was one of the group passwords that was made and she was made aware of. So that is what she thinks your other power is called.
Well, she didn't learn that one from me, clearly.
No, it was yes, but it was something that the group had said at one point. When everyone shared their passwords with her, and she made one up at for you guys, and it was explained to her at the time that by I think it was who was it, Leif or Mallow, whoever it was, in my headcanon, that is what Kara's power is called in her rear powers. So
Captivate.
I mean, it could be.
yeah, either Mallow or
We-
Leif.
we don't
I'm pretty sure
know.
it's one of the others. So it was one of those things that's just kind of what she thinks it's called. But she is very curious. If you were to try and use that power on her, do you think that it would revive her in her turtle form or her original half-mutated body at this point? So she's also curious about that. You can come up with whatever you want on that, because Vellynne is a scholar, and she's very curious about your powers.
So
This
I can
will be-
answer that one almost immediately.
Okay,
and
hold
it's,
on a sec. I'm just going to preface this. So those are the topics that kind of you two just chat about as you fly for most of the day. And you will kind of end up, I'm looking for where my note is, you will end up settling at the end of this day. You've already done this trip, so you know there's no encounters or anything. You will end this day, quote unquote, at 10 p.m. on day 84. The reason I bring this
Okay.
up, I'm going to have you do that rest because there is something that's going to happen. You'll see which way it goes. When we come back to you in a minute here, I'll do the conversation with you, but like that's where your day will end. The party, on the other hand, we will come back in on at the end of their long rest, which is the morning of that same day, day 84. And then we will kind of proceed through what happens in the cave that day, and if you guys want to start traveling back towards Kara, you can, so that we can start figuring out where the paths will intersect. That's why I'm trying to time it through that day. But yeah, so that's how that'll go. So Vellyne's questioning of your in her rear powers. What's your answer on that one?
First off, that's not what they're called. You got that from either Mallow or Leif, and if you got it from Leif, I understand that's what he heard it as. If you got it from Mallow, he intentionally heard it that way, so he could say it that way.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a whole death ago, so I don't really remember, and I don't really care. But what?
Ein Harryar.
Can you spell it?
No.
You don't have to if you don't want to. Kara
You
would
never
be able
learned how
to.
to.
Kara would be able to, totally fine. But
Yeah,
you would just
I
see
would
Vellynne
spell that
writing it
out.
down in like a notebook. Very curious.
I can spell it just for the sake of conversation. Einherjar.
Yeah, she would be like,
As
okay,
for
so you've pulled one man back from beyond the grave, but that was pretty, like he died and then you did it, right? So his body was still kind of warm. What happens if it's someone like me? I go back to this turtle body, or do I go back to the one that you left half frozen and half transformed in the city?
Kara will look down at the ground. What do you say we are, about 600 feet up?
I don't understand why that matters.
Well, if you fell from here
Let's go.
and didn't try to fly,
I
we
would
could find out.
probably die. Yes. No, I'm asking you, thinking you're the expert. Are you saying that's
Well-
one of those test it things, trial and
Oh.
error, as it were?
It would be trial and error in this particular case, because what do you see yourself as? Did you see yourself as the researcher who was left dead on the ground, or do you see yourself as the creature that you are now?
That's a tough question. I spent 50 some odd,
What form?
probably early 60s in that other form, so that's the one I think of if I'm like looking in a mirror in my head, but not gonna lie, I'm starting to get way too used to these claws and teeth. I caught myself chewing a branch the other day. Call back, Pluzak.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that your spirit will take on whatever form you believe it will. As for what vessel you come back to, it's whatever you call home at this point.
Colleen's like, well, I guess I don't really want to test it, so I'll take the vagueness for what it is. Thanks, I think.
The answer is quite truly, we won't know until it happens.
Why do you shoot until... What? Are you gonna kill me? Like, holds onto your back a little tighter.
No, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not unless you ask me to.
I think you're the only one in this party that has that fetish, thanks.
I wouldn't call it a fetish, but
You do it a lot.
warriors like to die on the field of battle. If they bleed out, it's not really a satisfying death. If they bleed out during the fight and they've expended all of their energy, that's one thing, but most of the warriors I've transported prefer to die by the blade, whether that it is assisted or not.
Well, I don't know that I can get behind that notion personally, so you do you, pal. I'll just stand back and watch y'all die and take notes. Learn what I can.
I've also brought back Pluzak, I think, at least once.
Not that I saw. I don't remember that being the case. Was it? Was it?
I've,
Slave.
was it just Slave? I could have sworn that. Oh, that was Fortuna that was asking for. Okay, yeah, I mixed up the moment.
You're good.
So, Vellynne, my goal is not to have any of you die, but in the event that it does happen, I know how to bring people back. As for the condition of their being, sooner is probably for the best, because I'm not going to put you into a decayed vessel.
So what you're saying is you really only have control over the soul? Or whatever?
Do I look like a healer?
I've literally seen you heal, yes.
No, but in the sense of I could do.
Haven't you
minor
used healing
fixes.
spells? I could have sworn I saw that. I do know magic.
I-
Like, that's the one
I
thing
can-
I do know.
I can do minor healing, but I wouldn't put that in the same level as regenerating a body.
Well, does it work off the same sort of spells as those runes of yours?
I believe they are similar magic, yes.
Okay then. Well, I guess that means I need to know about those a little more, if you don't mind.
I think they're inherent to my being.
Like,
They've just
as
always
in-
been there.
Okay. So, you know how life works, right? Like, you were a kid once, and you grew up and learned to use them? How does that make any sense with all that?
If I was a child once, it was so long ago I don't remember what it was like.
Oh, that's right. You lost your memory at some point, didn't you? That's sad.
But more than that, I'm pretty sure my sisters and I just existed.
You have sisters?
Several,
Are they all as pretty as you?
Oh no.
probably.
Forget Maiden P.
I was like, Kara's probably.
So there's a chance.
Huh. So you're saying that you were like manufactured pretty women with powers?
In the barest minimum of a sense, yes.
So I'm a Valkyrie too.
No.
You can sense an edge of sarcasm to her words there, by the way. I got the wings, she says. I got the armor. I was manufactured.
I'll have to run it past HR.
I don't know who this HR is, but I'm pretty sure I could eat them.
If you eat them, it means that you get their job, and if you get their job, you don't get to use those wings.
Oh, is this like that tale I've heard? The bard's like telling it around the winters. Oh gosh, the Santa Claus. Yes, the one where the man kills the man on his roof, has to become him, eats children or something.
More or less. More or less.
Kara, you just have this sense in the back of your mind that you're like, some other mythology. Don't gotta care about it. I know it's wrong. Don't gotta care about it.
I could correct her, but this is more fun that way.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Plus, we don't have the virtuoso to bring it up in color.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh. So, can I, if you tattooed one of those runes on me, could I use your runes? Could you use your runes from me?
I don't believe the second part is possible. And as for if the mark is made on you, the symbol itself doesn't grant power. You have to understand the magic behind it. And that I'm afraid I can't explain. That's just inherent to me.
Oh, is that the way you want to go it? Because I think technically you could bestow runes on others, right? Maybe not
I
on
could
their
mark
personage, but items.
I can mark it on armor and whatnot to grant the ability to the wearer, I think.
That's one of those
True
things that would be something that she'd be interested in. You don't have to tell her that. It's just like one of those things if Kara were to phrase it that way. But again, the power is yours, however you want to. I just know by the book how it is, so.
As Kara's understanding of it, I think I'm going to go with it that way.
That's fine, because especially since Kara tends to tattoo them on herself. You know, it might be with her magic, so of course you can change them out as you would. But if that's her understanding of it, then that's her understanding of it. Totally understand and agree.
Yep.
So she'd be a little disappointed, honestly. She would have liked to experience your power for herself. Probably would say something to the effect of like, "Huh, darn, would have liked to know what it was like to be blessed by those runes, or even just any of their magic effects, honestly."
I'm sure there are others that use
So
similar
really
magic
are.
that you would
Stone rune her.
I don't have that one.
Letting you get your chance of revenge here.
And, isn't that the Cloud Rune?
Was it? I thought no. Cloud is the protection one. Stone rune was the one that I got the god with. The god and the hill giant. Like the two that fell for it.
No. Cloud Rune changes direction. Yeah, it is the Stone Rune. Okay.
Fucked you up enough
But,
with Cloud rune that it's that one's got a small place in my heart for sure.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where Kara was like, I know that this magic exists in the world. There are others that use it. I'm sure they would have better answers as they've studied it.
No, it's fine. I'm more just curious about how things work for you in particular. I've never met a otherworldly being to begin with, and let alone one who claims to be of a godly lineage, I guess. Is that you do use that word, right? Others do.
That's funny that where we come from, I don't think we call ourselves, well, the Valkyries don't call ourselves gods. Odin sure as shit does.
Okay. Well,
Thor calls himself the god of alcohol and fist fights.
well, no. Thor, by notion of... She's going to, like, stop and think. And let me pop over to... Hold on one sec. Just start this encounter. Can I get to Vellyne's? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, fucking encounter builder, you've let me down. Hey, Fred, can you just roll a religion check for me with Vellynne? I was going to do it from her
Sure.
sheet, but I'm too slow. I get the feeling you're
I
probably
know that the gods have actual titles. I'm just having her say what Kara thinks of the actual
absolutely.
title.
But that's, I think, also an interesting point for Vellynne, because she's relatively intelligent, as you can see with the +4. Because I don't even think she has... Is that from proficiency, Fred? Or I think that's just her intelligence modifier, right?
That's intelligence.
Yeah. So she's pretty smart herself, and she's like, wait, Thor? Isn't that, like, one of those gods of lightning from one of those pantheons or some shit?
Yeah,
Fight war? War and lightning? Yeah.
Yeah, well, when he's not swinging his hammer, he's pounding drinks and hitting on women.
So, like,
Wait.
which way
Hold
did he
on.
go with you? Because, honestly, that's one of those... I'm kind of curious now. What's up,
Oh,
Fred?
he certainly pounded me.
It said it rolled an 18 and rolled 20
Yeah. 18 +4 for her in.
in.
In Roll20, it rolled an 8 plus 4 for a 12. In D&D... Oh, sorry, in D&D Beyond, it was a
Beyond,
12. In Roll20, it was a 22.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
that's so weird.
Oh, yeah. I just
I
opened
wonder-
it in the other log. That's interesting.
I wonder if they're different rolls.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Huh.
I do like rolled with Tarask.
Yeah, Taras dice. I mean, no foreshadowing.
No force.
I'm just using those dice.
Next time the party meets Vellynne after you guys separate, she's just in the Tarask. Hi guys, I hunger for your flesh.
So, if I killed her while she's in a Tarask, does she come back as a Tarask?
As a
or
Tarask?
Turtle?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or the turtle. Oh god.
But, well, he certainly did pound on me a couple of times.
She's like, I'm gonna choose to take that one way and not tell you which way.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do that. Disemboweling was involved.
You know, I was gonna
Still
ask
taking
with
it
the
the same
hammer,
way.
but you know, even with the way that I imagined it, I still think that makes sense. So, ow. Sorry. I've never had anyone that deep in me before.
After a while, you get used to it and you stop feeling it.
That sounds horribly, horribly sad.
Quite
If
a-
you need a
quite a
therapist,
drinking
I'm not
game,
them. Sorry, what?
Quite a strong drinking game that ended up becoming. How many hits could she take before she blacked out?
So there were other men there, too. Wow. Sounds like
Oh,
a
it
horrible
wasn't
cult
just
that
the
you were
men.
part of.
My sisters were there too. They were the ones taking bets.
Please, Zach. It's too far for your actual mental connection. But for some reason, you just get this general sense that Vellynne is thinking somewhere, oh my god, it's a crazy incest death cult family.
Yeah.
You have no no frame of reference, no idea what that means or what that's about. It just like suddenly bursts through the telepathic link. But no, that's yeah, I don't think she's gonna question you much further after that statement. She just seems very like, wouldn't trade my life for yours, that's for sure.
We used to get very bored in Valhalla, and when the only thing you can do is drink and enjoy the revels of battle, you make up your own games.
Yeah, and apparently let men penetrate your intestines or something. Like I said, you do you.
Although, I had to get used to a mortal form, so I had to understand its weaknesses and vulnerabilities.
By letting a god... You know what? Nope, not reopening the door. Not reopening the door. Let's just keep flying. Like, she flaps her wings a little harder.
Still want to test death?
Are you threatening me? me, or do you want me to be your therapist? Like, why? Why?
I thought we were having never mind.
Whatever moment you thought was happening clearly is, oh boy, not one I'm into. Can we just, I'd really like to see Puzzakarthus again right now.
Yeah, we're going there. We're going there. They're still alive.
That's a horrifying thing to declare. Well, I guess no, that's good to know.
Would you rather I say, yeah, we're getting
No,
there, we gotta unbury
I
them?
realized, it's just, the fact that you said anything at all made me have to guess, or second guess, I should say.
You already understood the answer from the statement. There's no second guessing. If they were dead, I would have said, yeah, we'll get and bury them.
Yeah, but now I have to sit there in the back of my mind thinking, well, I wonder when she's going to let me know about that.
I mean,
I had
if they
managed to
died,
distract myself with talks of your magic. You're the one who brought them back up. That's all I'm saying. Flaps her wings a little harder still.
flap them the other way. You're pushing against the air current.
I'll just hold them open. You do the work. How about that?
Flap.
All right. So you guys will continue your journey. And unless there's anything you want to quip back at her, we can head back to the other party since I see Claw's back.
No, I'm good.
All
Good pour a
right.
drink.
Please feel free. For the rest of you, as I said, we will be rewinding time a little bit to the morning of day 84 as you all awake from your long rest. You can position yourselves anywhere for the most part. I don't know where you would have found yourself sleeping or if you would have wanted to do like a guard cycle or anything. These two probably be here. And as the morning comes, I will have you all do just a quick initiative roll to see who wakes up first. Unless you did a guard order.
I mean, if we did that, Ravenous, Min P would always be last in
That's true.
the morning.
Yeah. So if that was something that Maiden P would have done regardless, then we can say that Pluzak gets up first as well. It's no problem. So Pluzak besides the blue fire, just so you know, there is no actual other source of fire in this cave. It's still relatively dark, seeing as the sun, it's 6 a.m. It will start to rise soon, but it's not exactly cresting the horizon, especially considering you're in a very mountainous region where there's lots of peaks and things to sort of cast shadows and whatnot. Any sort of light source or fire or anything you're going to get going to do your morning cooking? You're just going to wake up, or not wake up per se, but get up, get moving. What's the plan here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my cooking that I normally do with create bonfire.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming there's nothing like in here to burn since it's like an ice cave.
Yes. I mean, short of maybe the cloth on the corpse that you killed, but there's not much left there, to be honest, as most of the snowy, icy winds have worn it away over the time that it's been wandering through the Icewind Dale. Might be a little bit warmer now, but for quite a long time it was beset upon by the elements.
Then I would just do my cooking with the long rest one's temporary hit points.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I've just got to do something in the background here. Okay, thank you. Okay. How about the other two? You guys start to wake yourselves up, shake the sleep out. Leif, I'm assuming you probably slept near the fire since it certainly feel actually like a campfire to you. The others, it would kind of drain some of the cold, drain some of the heat out of the room as the cold flames continue to burn. Anything you're thinking?
I mean, I guess once I got up, I would just go looking for everybody if they weren't right next to me.
Alrighty.
So,
Yeah. How about you, Mace? Where would you have been hanging out?
Well, after having woken up, and seeing as the snow dragons haven't eaten us yet, I'm assuming we're in a good condition. Has the guy that left returned yet or no?
You have not seen him. You haven't heard him. Yeah, he definitely would not have returned to you in any regard. That's for sure.
Okay. In that case, remind me, because my memory is a bit foggy in this part. I believe that no matter what happens, so long as we have these rings, was it?
Well, so Leif has a ring.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the only one to put his hand.
You did no, actually Mace, to clarify that because I didn't bring it up in the review.
Oh, that's
Mace
right.
did try and get a ring. You stuck your hand in the fire and you took some damage, but you did not get a ring. It was only
Right. So then, can you remind me what it was that was that was able to bring us back every time?
It was the ring, and it was every time. So the first time the ring warped you guys here, it was, I believe, actually you who took a Chardolin ring off of the finger
Yeah.
of one of the berserker corpses
Yes.
from those that you had fought. Um, Everyone within a 10-foot radius of that ring, essentially at that moment, got teleported to the
Hmm.
mouth of this, or the far entrance of this cave. When Leif got a ring, he was standing next to the fire with you, and he took it off his finger. And as soon as he took it off, you and him both teleported back to that same exact spot. But Pluzak, who was further into the cave, did not.
Right.
And
And
then the ring
were
broke,
the
and
rings?
he had to go get another one. I should add. It breaks every
Okay.
time that it's used. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to get at.
Yeah, I realized it was probably
at
a
current.
big
There's only
detail.
Leif's ring.
Correct. And Leif is the only one that seems to be able to replace his ring, or to get a
Got it.
ring.
Okay.
Pluzak hasn't tried, to be fair, but Leif was able to, and you were not. Yeah.
Right. So that being the case, then I'm going to mostly just go to just outside the main entrance. I'm assuming we're still in some.
So, sorry. So, as you
Yeah.
wake up and get moving, let me do this. You would basically come across, you'd walk outside and you would see these two dragon warblings just devouring the corpse of the berserker that was left out here overnight.
Right. Okay.
If anything, you think that they are much happier to see their meat frozen solid almost, being
You know what?
frost wormlings.
Let them enjoy their whatever joys
Breakfast.
they can have.
It's breakfast. You guys
Yeah.
left them breakfast.
Yeah,
Pluzak,
exactly.
don't
See,
worry.
we-
They know what
I
you
left
did.
them breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such great benefactors.
Leif's about to walk up and try and pet the dogs. Smack the shit out of them. Let's go, Leif.
Not while they're eating them.
Oh, it's okay. They're
Oh.
friends.
See? They have food. That's how you know they don't need to eat us.
But I guess are we still in an underground area?
Well, so
Even outside this
no.
like,
Once you
entrance
pass
place?
the wooden structure here,
Yeah.
this thing, you are no longer in a cave. This pathway that you're on is actually a 10-foot raised section above this down here. And then, or actually, sorry, it was, yeah, I think that's above. I might be remembering wrong. Maybe the berm goes up.
Right.
Either way, I think it's actually the up. Yes, this path that you're on is 10 foot below the darker areas up here, but essentially it's just a pathway out of this cave, and the cave
Got it.
entrance is the
So
wooden barricade.
that being the case, and assuming that I do see Pluzak there near the entrance, I would probably go to her and ask her if she can help me make sense of where in the Icewind Dale we are.
Ah, that's an interesting question. Yeah.
How do you want me to do that?
Well, you have a little more knowledge about navigating, since I always had the luxury of just heading a direction and eventually arriving somewhere where they would direct me somewhere else. I never really cared much to learn. So maybe you can use your, I don't know, knowledge of the area to make sense of it all. Because we were clearly displaced, but I wouldn't want to. I would at least like to know just how far from where we were before we are.
I think. Oh man, what is she really gonna do? She is going to use Druidcraft, right, and find out what the weather is for the next 24 hours.
Beautiful. Okay. I think you already know.
So if you could tell
I
me
don't know
that.
if you remember, but
Oh, I
as a
do.
player,
Yep.
you would already know since the Mythalar has been running, it should be sunny and clear.
Okay. So Maiden P would say, yeah, because it looked like I just did something, right? Maiden P would say, we're far from where we were, and we're north of the spine.
And I would say Pluzak, or Pluzak Arthas, if you have walked outside at any point, you would know that is actually correct from the shadows that are being cast. Since if the sun is rising in the east, being morning, and the shadows are therefore pointing towards the west, you would know you are on the northern-ish side of the spine. Yes. So that is actually accurate. I don't know if Mace chooses to believe you. That's Mace, but.
I mean, at this point, I have
Just
no
a-
reason not to.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Pluzak knows that's true. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if
Right. Well, do we have any idea of how we can get back to the others? I think actually Kara knows more or less where we are, or I guess I can give her an idea. But
I mean, I would look down at my feet and I'd be like, I thought you were one of the smarter ones. We would use these things.
Lifts a leg, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
As Plusacarthus lifts a leg, they just like there's a stench that just seems to emanate from that crotch region as it gets exposed more.
Oh no.
I gotta play to the character, right?
Well, I had hoped that we'd, I don't know, be able to use some sort of instant transport, more or less the same way we came here. But yeah, fair enough. I guess there's no alternative.
I mean, did you find anything?
Not really, other than that ring generating fire that only seems to work for Leif. There's not really much in the sense of tools or magic here. We could, of course, wait until the dragons, grow up a
Leif
little
has a
more.
new ring.
Yes, it seems that every time a ring is used, it gets consumed and the fire produces more, but only Leif seems to be able to make it work.
So it's like a ring of spell storing. Got it.
I
So he's
am
now becoming
unfamiliar,
a
but
wizard.
do wizards store spells in rings?
They can. They're magical.
Right, okay.
I mean, not
Well,
just any ring.
oh, well, if I find any of those rings, I'll let you know. But so far, I'm pretty sure it's just something similar to a ring version of a teleportation scroll or something like that.
Does he know how to use it?
He has an idea, which is more than I expected, but
So I like the idea that you two of you are just like standing near the mouth of the cave talking about this, and Leif is just standing slightly behind Pluzak the entire.
just breathing down his neck.
No. He's just kind of standing there. Pluzak has no
Hey,
idea right now. Just like,
What are you making?
He's like, what you
You
could
see-
and
see
like
these
Mace is far
snowdrops?
enough away that clearly this is not happening in whisper in any regard. So.
Yeah, no. I don't know he's there.
Yeah, so I guess Maze would just kind of head back inwards because he doesn't want to be out in the cold too much, or near the dragons for that matter. I'll just say he understands how it works, but I don't think he can just share the rings with us at will. I'm not sure how the fire works exactly, but it seems, I don't know, gated.
So do we think he's cursed again?
I don't think so. He's acting like his normal self and seems interested and willing and able to take the rings off whenever he gets one. So that kind of bars the majority of curses I've heard of.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, unless his new friends want to help in some way, I say we start heading out.
Do we seriously consider the possibility of taming these creatures?
As you say,
I mean,
that,
I can't.
as you guys say that, or as you say that, and you continue to have this conversation. You're just like watching the two of them drag what's left of the corpse, and like try and fly it up this wall. It's like half drag, half climb, half fly. Just
Yeah.
move it.
Yeah.
Try.
So as the dead body, or as they drag the dead body by, I mean, we can definitely promise it more of those. Well, not that specific creature, but more meat.
Right. I think it would cause an issue once we got to the Tame Towns proper.
You think it would just eat whatever?
Or whoever, yes.
Well, that could be a thing.
The echo comes back. If anything happens to my dogs, I will end everything.
You guys see my snow dogs?
Oh, hey, where'd you come from?
I was just out. I was, around.
Actually,
Sniffing the
imagine
food.
Pluzak jumping a little.
Heard you got a new thingy
A new thingy. Looks down
on
his pants.
on your
Same
on your-
thingy.
on your finger.
Oh, that one. Yeah. It came from the fire. Just perks of the job, I guess.
Do you know how it works?
Yeah. Check it. Takes ring off.
Yeah, you'd actually be further up. It'd be like up here.
And then
We hear the like
Full
pair of,
Full
like,
sprint, absolutely.
footprints.
takes like 15 seconds, maybe 20. Leif finally makes it back.
He's not a bro.
a little bit like that.
Makes you tired.
Oh, you didn't see. Oh God. Yeah.
Leif's like, I'll do it again. Hold on. Goes and sticks his hand in the fire. Oh no.
Yeah, I do stick.
Oh,
hand in
that's
fire.
right. He's gotta go get it.
Yeah,
all
I
Yeah,
over.
come
yeah.
back.
So as soon as you,
And then-
yeah,
and then
as soon
I
as you
go.
do, that ring pops up. Actually, hold on. I think I owe you a roll for any damage. You should be full health, but you would technically
that's
get some
right.
level of cold damage when you do that as well. Yeah.
So, if you go down, well, you can go either way. You go through the common hole, or if you, fuck, I really need to lay off some of the sweets. It's because I don't eat that fish anymore. The omega-3s, you know. Anyways,
What
yeah,
sweets? It's all the ale.
no, that's just hydration.
I
That's
feel
just
like Leif just
hydration.
shoots you a glare. You take that back right now.
If I didn't drink that, I would die of, not having liquids. That's science. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, there it is. It's
2/3 of
hydration.
your day has to be full of 3/2 of alcohol.
My doctor
Anyways.
tells me I can drink anything I want as long as I have this much of it or more.
9 out of 10 doctors will let me eat whatever the fuck I want.
But that usually is what happens when a half orc walks in the room.
So if you go to the front, I appear there.
You appear when you take off the ring. You appear at the front of the path to this cave.
Yes, that's how we came here in the first place.
Okay.
Looks at Mace. That's a lot of questions for a guy without a ring.
So the question is, like, if you take it off at any point, so like you can't put it on somebody else's finger.
Oh, you want one?
No. I just, we kind of like
She's waiting for the right guy to do it.
subdue a guy, and then we put it on their hand, and then they're not our problem.
I'm fairly certain, and I could be misremembering, but I think the ring just kind of forms on his hand.
Because we could just keep sending food, meat to these dragons if we wanted to, right? We just keep putting the ring on things. But if you can't take it off without it happening, then that's not going to be any help.
I've never known Leif to be the kind of guy to put a ring on it.
Well, I mean, maybe. I mean that's my fire, right? Right. I think we've agreed that it's my fire.
I don't think anyone else can use it, so yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I might have an idea. Mace, you trust me, right?
I have to. It's my job.
Okay, I have an idea, but you just are
What
you
an
in or
answer.
out? Are you in?
Am I what?
Are you in or are you out?
Currently, we're inside.
Right. Are you in or are you out? I need an answer.
Okay,
I
I'm
think
in.
he's
Go.
in.
All right,
what are
let's
you
go.
trying to
Come
do?
on.
Oh God.
I have an idea.
All right, I'll follow.
Okay, so now this is just us. I was thinking, right? I wonder if you didn't get a ring because I didn't tell the fire it was okay for you to have a ring, and only I can have rings.
You know, if you want to try that, I'm willing to attempt.
All right, hang on. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, let me get a good spot. Okay. Put your hand in the fire. You're gonna have.
You
this
didn't
ring.
even say anything.
You're gonna have this ring. This is a ring for you. Place your hand in the fire, and I will grant you a ring.
Aren't you gonna like talk to it a little or
Just
something?
put your hand in the fire, Mace.
Fine. He puts his hand in the fire.
As you put your hand in the fire, you will take a little bit of cold damage. Let me roll for that. Oh my god. That is going to be 5 cold damage.
Okay.
And as you feel this searing cold kind of engulf your hand, as it has done before, you also find that it leaves a residual frost feeling on one of your fingers as you remove your hand from the fire and find a ring of your own upon your hand.
Well, I did not expect that to work.
Sometimes, even the most powerful beings just need a night to rest and think and wake up refreshed and new ideas.
Worst thing you could have said. If you just said sometimes you just need a little faith in a higher power, that would have just
I would have.
Actually,
looks at
not,
Mace.
not
looks
gonna
at
lie.
Mace. Do you hear something?
That's what I was gonna say.
echoing
You
through
actually
these
hear
caves?
that echoing down the tunnel. What you've forgotten is that like these tunnels echo. So Pluzak has been able to hear everything going on. It just echoes that back to you.
I honestly, if you had done that, I probably would have dunked you facing the fire, knowing full well that it wouldn't do anything to you. But
Refreshing.
It's like bobbing for apples.
oh
Lord.
okay, well,
This
It
doesn't mean
would
this
be
doesn't mean you're
cool.
mine. This doesn't mean anything between us. I just want you to know that.
yes, thank you for
Okay.
clarifying.
Very
Alright, I just
specifically,
wanna-
Mace, it's a pinky ring.
It looks great on me. All right, well, I guess I should tell Pluzak what we've figured out here. Not sure how useful that's going to be, but
I'm more useful than not having one, I would assume.
yeah.
That's just fractions, you know.
So Mace would come back to where Blizzarkarthus, and he would just say essentially, well, the good news is we can produce more rings. The bad news is that it's a bit painful depending on your tolerance for cold. And
Oh yeah, that was not
well,
halved. I'm sorry, Mace. It was only 2 halved.
I
which is
already have it. It's
good.
okay.
I wanted to clarify, just make sure. Sorry.
Yeah.
I realized, yeah.
And well, it's not like we can really place them on other creatures. I believe the process is voluntary.
Well, we could bring the creature here and force their hand into the fire, and then
Right.
then they're already here. So like, what's the point?
Exactly. I believe
Uh-huh.
the next logical step is to get Drake's harness trained and try to, I don't know, make them come with us, at least on hunts or whatever. We're still waiting here for any kind of rescue, so we might as well use the time,
You want to
productively.
wait here?
You're trying to leave?
I mean, we got to get to the 10 towns.
I
Aren't
know,
we getting to you,
but
Steven?
are you going to brave the elements from where we are to the 10 towns?
I'm going to point outside, and I'm going to say, it's sunny out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did do that.
You're right, I guess. It makes sense. No blizzards to be expected.
I think you've been hanging out with Leif too much.
Hey, I just want to
I'm just gonna
let it
put it
know,
out there.
2/3 of the time, the rings worked. Okay.
Also going to say that maybe Leif is taking some of your intelligence. Maybe some of his power that he has is sucking the intelligence out of other people.
You know,
Runs over to the rock. I'm a succubus now? Oh my god, it just keeps getting better. Comes back.
Like, how does he even know he's a succubus? Right?
I forgot
Like,
the
how does he
echoes.
even know what a succubus is?
there are no buses in the 10 towns.
I'm just saying, if we get a ring on that hand of yours, we can make it 3/4.
Convince me as to why I would need this ring on my hand to teleport back to this cave that we don't know where it is other than north of the spine.
That's easy. That's literally the easiest thing I've done in my life, and I fought a god, killed a god, even.
We've all done that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that was an experience that I had. We as a group had, but we've done some hard things. Let's close your eyes. Shh. Close your eyes. Okay? Let's think. You're dying. You're laying on the floor dying. Okay?
Okay?
There's
Okay.
nowhere, we're just enemies everywhere. We're surrounded. Okay? They're everywhere.
Mhm.
We're not gonna be able to save you. Oh no. What do? We take our rings off, we come back here, we save you. And then we go back. Easy
Okay.
day.
Okay. But if I remember correctly, we just need to stand near the person that has a ring when they take it off.
You're not incorrect.
So, do you want to try to convince me again? I'll give you 2 more chances to convince me to get a ring.
All right, we're over 3. We're over 3 fractions. So, close your eyes. Shh, listen. Okay, you're on the floor. You're dying. Okay, there's enemies everywhere. Okay.
Say the same thing.
Meanwhile, Kara flying with fucking Vellynne. What if Leif tries to take Pluzak from you?
She's like, why would he do that? What do you mean? Leif doesn't swing that way. Does he?
Well, Pluzak
I mean
is
turtle
a woman.
way.
Leif is a man.
No, turtle. I meant more turtle. Like, I thought he was just into humanoid. No, well, I guess stops and considers.
Remember his 3
No,
Fs.
you're right. I don't think he goes that way anyway. I don't see it. It's not in his eyes.
Back to the
The
present.
stench is too much.
Yeah.
So-
She says to you, I don't think anyone actually properly appreciates Pluzacarthus's musk if they're not actually turtle, so I'm not worried.
This isn't my real nose. My real nose was cut off in a fight. I can't smell.
The whole thing.
It's shaped clay. He wakes up for an hour every morning and has to reshape it. None of you actually know.
Well,
this.
now
He's
it's
whole
truly-
shaped
time
snow.
truly
he
an
can't
artisan.
smell.
The more you know. All right.
It's because he pukes so much out his nose.
If anything, he takes
He's
the
had
fake
to
nose,
cut it off.
takes the fake nose off, and just lets everything pour out through the 3 orifices. It's horrifyingly gross.
Stomach acid destroyed my nose. But I
Yeah,
tell everyone
God.
I lost it in battle.
Usually people think he was
battling my
actually...
alcoholism.
There's 3 things that happens. You got the earnest people who say, "Oh my God, you're such an honest warrior! Holy shit, let's buy you a drink." You have the people who think, "Oh shit, dude did way too much coke," And then you have the third people who knew him growing up and are like, oh man, that real story's way worse.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Here
you
you are
wish it
trying to
was
convince
over.
me on try number 2 here.
Right. So
Yes.
close your eyes. Right. So you're
Laying there dying, right, right.
you're laying on the ground dying. Okay. There's enemies everywhere. Okay. We can't get to you. What are you gonna do? You need a safe place to retreat to. You gonna just lay there and wait for one of us to get close enough to
I
then
would
take our
hide
ring
in
off?
my shell.
Okay. All right. Let's play the hard game here. Okay. Check this out. Mace, hold your hand up with your
Kara,
hold your
all
hand
of
up
a
with your ring
sudden
on
you
it.
feel Vellynne start to shake on your back. I don't know why, but I feel like I just heard from Pluzak's mind. Leif said something about playing hard to get. What the fuck's happening? Completely mishears it.
I don't know. Couldn't be proposing to him.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fly faster.
Put
I
your
was
hand up
wrong.
with your ring on it. Put your hand up with your ring. You see that? You see that ring? You see this ring? See? Cool. Just a couple of members of the party with rings on them. You know? What's up, man? Be a part. Be in the group. Be a group guy, you know? Come on over. They look cool. They're nice. They serve a function. They're not useless. You don't know. You don't know. I could sit here and try and convince you all day. I could spend the rest of eternity trying to convince you of why you need a ring, but you know deep down inside why you need a ring. You know, ask yourself, tell yourself to convince you why you need a ring, because it's already happened. It's already happened inside, and we know that. I know that. Mace knows that. My snow dogs know that. I don't have to convince you. You've convinced yourself.
So we need Blake to play a bard at some point.
Yeah, sorry, not happening.
I tried, Mace. I tried. I don't. I guess it's just you and me, man. It's you and me. And once again, like I said, it doesn't mean anything between us. We're just a couple of pros with some rings on that happen to match.
Just got some JO crystals hanging from our necks, okay?
Oh no!
Gotta charge
Not
him up. Gotta charge him up. We are gonna have to. I forgot to tell you, Mace. We are gonna have to charge these every night. I'll show you how. It's a later thing. Don't worry about it.
I'm glad you get that reference because the first time I used that joke was in Fred's campaign.
Yeah, and
Not
I was
everyone
like,
knew what was going on.
Oh, I did not know about it. You guys gracefully
Oh, did we?
explained it all to
Good,
me
good.
with pictures.
Yeah, what's the greatest picture on
Yeah.
the internet?
Yeah, I did not know.
I forgot that we brought that up with you before. Makes it more fun. All right. But yeah, so a couple hours pass as you guys discuss all this, prepare yourselves for the day. But I think I do want to know, I'm curious since both were offered. Are you staying or are you going now?
Maiden P would like to leave.
There's no real reason for us to stay.
I'll say if we leave, I'm
will
at
be
least
trouble.
coming back every day
And if you stay,
to bring food for my dogs
it will be
Okay,
trouble.
but
and hang out with them. You're
it
welcome to
takes
come,
several
Mace, because
days for you to.
you have a ring. You know, you can come.
I-
Not you,
yes,
obviously.
Thank you. But like,
That
how
means
are
you can
going
only
to come
travel
every
a day away.
It's I'm quite a bit farther than a day away, if I recall.
You know, it's the same as if you're back home. You know, you get a pet. Sacrifices have to be made. What if we just take them with us? Let's just take them with us. I don't understand the problem.
Do you think you can control them?
One of two things is going to happen, right? There's only one of two outcomes. It's like the flip of a coin. Either A, they're going to be great. They're going to hang out and they're going to hang out. I'm going to pet them. B, I accidentally slap one. It happens sometimes. I'll be honest, okay? I'm not great. Not perfect. And they get mad and they terrorize some stuff. And I might have to bring them back here and set them free. Or maybe they just go live free somewhere. Maybe someone else can help us tame them. Kara's normally pretty good with animals, right?
I'm going to go try to find some carcass outside.
Listen, if you can tame them to come with us, then I'll allow it. You have until the end of the night or the end of the day to do it.
I'm confused. So if I don't tame them and I suggest that they come, then you won't allow it, and I'll let you allow it for it to happen.
They'll have to go to the farm.
Well, I just won't go with you. Like,
Oh.
if you're staying here with the snow puppies, then I'm gonna travel back to the 10 towns.
Oh, okay. I understand now. That makes sense. I'll allow that. Okay. Well, let me go talk to my buddies. I mean, maybe I'll, glance down there first and just make sure they don't look ravenous, but
They are laying, not necessarily too close to each other, but kind of next to each other in a pile of somewhat gory straw.
Oh,
The
yeah,
corpse that they were consuming seems to be completely gone. Nothing but a puddle of blood sort of remaining where they clearly had consumed it. One of them, as you approach, would look at you with kind of, I guess, hopeful kind eyes. Kind of more of like a recognizes you. The other one looks at you very wary and do this. Let me mark it this way for you. The green one is the one that you are kind of okay with, and the red one not so much. Neither of them really gets up or moves, but they both are aware of you as you approach.
Before I get too much farther, I'm going to just kind of talk to Palooza Corsair and just be like, hey, those little foods you like to make in the morning?
Yeah.
You don't happen to have any way to make some that would like help this endeavor by any ways that I'm trying to do here?
What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't know, just makes me like super appealing to animals, but not in like a food way. I'm just gonna clarify that off the rip. Not in like a he looks so
Fluzak takes the
tasty.
bacon grease he was about to rub on your neck and puts it away.
Not in a food way, but in like, oh, I mean, this guy seems to know numbers. I'd hang out with him.
Yikes. I don't have bless, so no.
Okay. Just a thought. Just exploring all my options here. All right. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna pull some like rations. I think I probably still have some leftover food from when we had the dog sleds, because I had some of the rations for them, and just kind of come down closer to the one that knows me.
Yeah, if anything,
And
it would
just-
probably step a little closer since it sees food in your hand as you approach.
Just try and feed this guy, and then I don't know how this works. Trying to tame animals in D&D.
I think that kind of really comes down to DM preference to some degree. There might be a level of rules, which I'll look up just to see, but I have a concept in mind already. Let me see here. Yeah, it's mostly just DM, looks like. So I'll just go with what I was intending, which just means do what you feel is right, and I'll let you know how the thing responds, and as time goes on, if it grows attached to you enough, then maybe it becomes a pet, maybe it goes off and does its own thing. So give it a shot and see what happens.
Okay. I mean, I would give it some food and like pet it. Kind of pet it some carefully, and then pet it some more, like more not necessarily aggressively, but not in like a let me make sure this is okay that I touch you kind of pet.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those you let it sniff your hand and then you start to scratch its head and then you start to rub
Right.
its neck sort of thing.
Yeah,
A little
like
more
a
familiar.
new dog kind of thing. Yeah.
So, you're definitely finding this one is very receptive to you as you approach. The food in your hand and its past experience with you, despite the punch to the head, have it being pretty friendly. So you can roll me an animal handling check with advantage,
Nice.
just to see how it kind of responds to your attempts here.
We got this, Leaf. You're an adult man. Just a snow dog.
Okay.
Okay.
So 12 is not incredible, but it's way better than crit fail, of course. Slap it in the face
Yes.
again. I do like that if I had made you just do a normal roll, it would have been a slap to the face again. Because
Oh man.
that is literally his first roll with every animal. So with the 12, I would say that you're kind of, you give it the food, but you hold it out and you like pull your hand back right as it grabs it. There's still that level of hesitation on your part. And you reach out a hand as it's eating and you start to rub the top of its head and it kind of pulls its head away from you a little. But you take a step closer and you try and rub its neck and it kind of seems to crane away from it a little. But it's not letting you touch it. It just seems far more interested in the food that you provided it. And again, still seems to just be receptive to being near people. The one behind it seems to kind of pay attention to the fact that it's gotten food, but still is very wary of you and seems to be ready to kind of jump backwards if you try and approach it, since your animal handling really only extended to the one that you're interacting with.
I would toss some food to the other one while I'm like hanging out with this one and trying to pet it
Okay,
and stuff.
so give me another animal handling check, just a straight one, just to see how the other one kind of is receptive to that food. Yeah, so an 8 is middling. It takes the food gleefully, but it still doesn't seem to approach you in any way. You would think that the green one is still the only one that really has any level of willing rapport with you.
I think I tried to talk to them last time with the slug.
Yes, and it
Okay.
basically turned out to be a level of, it had some degree of understanding, but seemed to be relatively unintelligent in the sense that it didn't have any understanding of language or um, really was not receptive to that very well.
I'm gonna before they finish eating, I'm gonna just kind of back away here.
Yeah, they both let you. The red dot one seems to relax as you back away, while the green dot follows you like maybe a step, just to see if you've got anything else, and then as soon as you start walking away, it just returns to its nest.
Okay, now I'm gonna come all the way up to where all these bones and stuff are, like this nastiness.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a net, and I'm essentially gonna make like a dog toy out of bones and net and stuff for them to play with.
I believe you only have one net left, though, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so if they like shred and tear this net, just so you know, you will either have to make
I
a new
do.
one or buy a new one or something to that degree.
Yes.
Cry deeply.
Just to
I'm
crying is always a
sacrificing.
free action, so that's totally fine.
I'm definitely sacrificing this net to try and do this.
For ice puppies. Okay, so let me make sure. All right, so that's that one. One sec. So in the slaughterhouse, yeah. So the corpse of a snowy owlbear is kind of half butchered and left, and mostly frozen. Um, and you're very easily able to just kind of grab chunks of, solid flesh and bone and viscera, intestines and stuff, and wrap them up in your net and just turn it into this giant ball of meaty grossness. Thankfully, because of the level of frozen to this corpse, it doesn't smell. It's not like sticky or anything, but it is certainly a gross ball of snowy owlbear meat and bone and sinew, with a little bit of rope. So whatever you want to do with that, man.
Take it. I'm gonna take it back down here, and I'm gonna kind of be over here, and I'm gonna kind of like fuck around with it. I'm gonna be like, tossing it, kind of moving it around, kicking it with my feet and stuff, bounce it off the wall a couple times.
Okay.
And
It
then-
slaps against the wall like a fucking stone.
And
Loud
then
echo.
I'm gonna roll it towards them, but not like bowl it at them to hit them.
No, I
just gonna
get you.
kind of.
Yeah. I would say if it's near them, they both definitely would dart out at it. I'm gonna roll, I guess, an attack from both of them. Do this for me. Do me a. How do I want to do this? Do me an athletics or acrobatics check. This is gonna set a DC. That will essentially be the AC to a degree of. Okay, so that's very high. Of this toy. So the dragon wormlings have to hit that 26 because that's how well you're, manipulating it as a toy to try and keep them from doing so. Try and keep your net intact. Definitely is very enticing. So let me give that a roll. Let me see here. So 2 attacks, right? 1 from each. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So neither will quite manage to hit. One will swing about a 17. The other one swings about a 9, so one of them comes much closer than the other, the green dot will say, since he seems much more open to you anyway. He kind of jumps forward as he's playing and almost grabs it, but doesn't quite make it. Your athletic handling of this toy is more than enough to keep it from doing so. And I would say that, yeah, you definitely entice that green one a lot. The red one is still very wary of you and doesn't really jump forward, but it's almost like when you throw a tennis ball for a dog, right? Where the instinct will take over in that momentary, when the toy is close to it, where it'll snap at it again if you let it have the opportunity. But it's not about to follow you to play. But the green one you think would. If you were to drag this thing and start running the other way, it'll come running after you. It'll start chase and play and all that. It's more than comfortable enough with you.
Okay, I just want to spend I don't know, five-ish minutes maybe just doing that with the green one. And I'll occasionally toss some food over to the red one. If that means the green one runs over to be a part of that, that's fine. And then I would try and entice it back with the ball.
Alrighty, we're gonna do the same thing. I'll let you do an advantaged animal handling on the green and a regular on the red. I will ask the rest of the party though. While Leif's doing this, I know you said 5 minutes late, but I'm just gonna say this will be, kind of what you're doing for the day is training these snow dogs. So since it sounds like Leif is going to be kind of active with that, at least for the rest of this morning, what do the other two of you want to do till say noon or so of the day? You have a morning now without Leif to do stuff.
Well,
I would.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying. You
I
usually
know.
roll so much better.
I know. It's been too long.
I will tell you, it's not punching
Nice.
them in the face, so at least it's not that.
That's a step.
Yeah, all right, so sorry,
Um,
the other two.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm gonna go outside and try to figure out where we are.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so that would just be a survival check. And honestly, if you're spending time doing so, let's do a survival check with advantage. Because I'm going to say, you're wandering around, you're looking at the shadows, you're looking at the horizon. Plenty of time for you to actually truly figure it out. So it should be an easier check. So advantage on that one.
Personally, I think I would want to go out and try to, I guess, for lack of better words, hunt something to bring back to the drakes.
Okay. So do you try and
I have
stick
no
close
rations
to
on me, and
Pluzak?
I'm sure these are gonna run out eventually.
Yeah, that's possible. Do you stick close to Pluzak when you do that, you think? Or are you going to kind of split and go separate ways and you'll hunt while he does his thing?
I guess that really just depends on how easily he's figuring out all of that. Because if he doesn't need to go very far, then I just if he's going to accompany me, because I don't know just how far I have to
Okay.
go to.
So we'll do it like this. Both of you give me survival rolls. Pluzak, give me a survival with advantage. Mace, I'm going to say just give me a straight survival. This is just your hunting roll, like to see what you find. If your hunting roll
Okay.
is lower, you'll probably have to deviate from Pluzakarthus, try and find something a little bit further off the beaten path than Pluzakarthus is going. But
That's fair.
Pluzak, your survival is just going to be to determine how well you narrow down where you think you are. So.
My survival is trash, but hopefully everyone
Yeah,
okay.
if there's something else you think would make sense, I got animal handling, I'd be okay with that too. It's whatever skill you feel Mace would be using to hunt in this instance. But again, the better the hunting number, the less likely you have to kind of leave Bluzak's side and head towards
Yeah,
your own
so
danger,
I guess so. The way I picture I would do this, because and this partially goes into like Mace's strategizing for the day, as like how you have to allocate just how like what spells you've got going, what you expect to use them on, all that stuff.
Sure.
And he doesn't necessarily expect to get into like a fight today, right? So what he is intending to do, as he just kind of like traverses the area with Plusak or whatever, I don't think he's going to be satisfied with like little rabbits and such. He's probably going to look for something bigger. And whenever he finds something bigger, like, I don't know, a reindeer or an elk, or maybe not, I think an elk might be a little difficult, but, just something of that caliber.
Bear.
He is just, I mean, technically I could take a bear, but point being, just something of substantial meat. And he is going to cast Compel Duel on it.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
he's just gonna,
So-
instead of like trying to do the whole like ambush thing, he's just
Yeah,
going
he's just
to
going to
straight
make
up
it
fight
him,
it.
basically. Yeah, absolutely. It's more, and that's absolutely what will happen, but how do you find that animal? What skill are you going to use to track it down?
Right.
to
No,
begin with?
I will definitely roll survival for it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah,
That's
it's
all.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Just needed that one little bit of connection there. So Pluzak, survival with advantage. Mace, you're going to have to wander quite far away from Pluzak, so you're going to be
Well,
alone
just
on
a
that.
little better, but yeah.
No, it's fine. But for you, it was just the straight roll. For Pluzak, it's advantage because the goals
I
are
got it.
different here.
Yeah, no, then never mind.
And so Pluzak, I'm
Uh,
actually going to say,
yeah.
just to clarify this, you are going to find out where the party is regardless. It's how much time this will take, because I think
You
that's going to
can't
be more
blame me for
interesting
your
here.
bad rolls. I'm not even there.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
I think it's
Well,
more
that's why-
interesting here where if you're off doing your thing for a long time and Mace is off doing his thing for a long time and Leif is doing his thing, like, I have a whole list of stuff that happens throughout this day, so we'll see what happens while you guys are separated. So I think that it's more fun
sure,
in my mind
yeah.
to do that. So Pluzak, how long are you gonna take? Let's see how you determine.
Not long. My roll didn't come through, but you can see it on D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Yeah,
It's a
let me pop
25.
that. Gotcha. One sec. Counters. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. So for you, it won't take very long, like you said. It takes maybe an hour or two. You and Mace wander off together, and then he kind of is like, "All right, I'm gonna go hunting," and he starts tracking a deer in the snow, or what looks like deer hooves, and that leaves you relatively alone.
It's his own feet, and he just keeps going around in a circle.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. Eventually, he will stumble across like a rabbit, but it's not what he was looking for by any means. Okay, so we're gonna
Yeah.
go back to the main map for half a second here, Pluzak. You would, of course, be able to determine at this point that you are kind of in the middle of that yellow circle that is at the top of the spine of the world here.
Okay.
It's one of those things. I'm going to assume that you have your own map of some sort. It's
Yeah.
not the same one that has all the notes from the party that everyone has interacted with, but you can kind of say, okay, I can tell from the shadows and the topography of this mountain and what's drawn on this map. This is likely where we are, and you find it's there. Once you determine where you guys are on the map, are you just going to head back to the cave, or do you continue to look around at all?
I'm gonna head back to the cave.
Okay, so just do me a
Yeah.
perception check for on your way back to the cave.
Perception. Okay. Let's see if this one will go through. Do it a little different. Click this button.
Ooh, wonderful. So on your way back to the cave, you actually notice in the distance there is a group of roughly 4 that looks to be bipedal humanoids, seeming to head the direction of the cave. You are aware that you will get there before them. It'll probably be like an hour, half an hour, somewhere in between there ahead of them, so definitely time to plan. But they are, by your judgment, that's definitely a very good perception, headed directly towards the cave. I don't think Pluzak was part of the conversation inherently of the guy telling the other 2 that there were more people, but I think that the cave echoes enough that you would have probably been aware that that was said, and it's going to be pretty easy for you to judge that this is possibly the rest of the party that was, the cave crew. Is there anything you want to do on the way back? Like I said, you have maybe half an hour, where you could get ahead of them, or could be there ahead of them. Would you prefer to search for Mace on your way back, or do you want to just go straight to the cave? I think is kind of the or any other option, but like those are both viable. So
I mean, I can't even call out for him.
you could.
It's not
I mean,
here.
there would be a danger of the other people hearing you as well, if you really wanted. But yeah, it's up to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I said 4. I meant 3. I'm sorry.
So I would call out with thaumaturgy, so my voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal.
Absolutely. Okay.
And I would say, turn back now. The dragons have been unleashed.
Okay. So I think you would see them in the distance, hear the noise. One point's kind of a direction. You would believe that it's the direction they think they heard it from, and the whole group starts to just like move faster through the snow in that direction. It's not quite towards you. It's kind of in the
Okay.
middle of between you and the cave. And Mace, I will say that you would definitely hear that. It booms pretty loud. You have not found an animal yet by this point, since this is still a little bit before noon. But you kind of are left with the choice of, you hear that, you can respond and do something, or you can just stay on your hunt if you don't think it has anything to do with you, or if you, whatever. Like,
I mean, as far as we know, we are pretty secluded, so I think I would just go towards the noise to...
okay.
I mean, I don't think I would intuit immediately what it means, but I think I'd at least go to check it out.
Okay, so, I guess just give me a perception check from either you or Chance. See how well you determine
He's going to do
who's
it.
actually-
Absolutely, he's going to do it.
Go for it, man.
Yeah, perception. Where is it?
Also,
There it
thank you,
is.
Kara, for letting me have good rolls today. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I would say that's a high enough perception. While the other party didn't quite determine where Pluzak was, you are able to determine at least the origin of that loud noise and start moving that direction. So Pluzak, it would be maybe 10 or 15 minutes before you hear footsteps kind of coming in your direction, and you would be able to see Mace eventually. It's not like a lot of tree cover or anything out and around these mountains, but I guess I'm curious, would you have been moving away from the location where you had called out, or would you be waiting there? Like, are you headed back towards the cave? What was the movement after that point?
So I would probably watch the group of people, right? You said there was 3 people.
Yeah.
I would probably watch them for a good 5 minutes to try to like verify where they're trying to go to,
Okay.
and then after that, I would head back to cave. So if it, he would miss me by like 10 minutes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this. So if you're hanging there for a little while and watching them, you would essentially see that they start heading in the direction that like you would have been going to go directly to the cave. So to head back to the cave, you'll have to probably try and go around them. You can either go really wide and just hope that you make it there in time, or you could try and stealth and keep a fair distance, but like you're still going to have some potential of them hearing you or seeing you. During the time of your waiting, though, Mace would have opportunity to to come up and catch up to you. So you would see Mace and hear him coming from kind of a different direction and know it is him. If you want to wave to him or let him know where you are, then he would absolutely be able to just like tag in on you, or not tag in. What's what I'm looking for? Hone in on you. Otherwise, he would just kind of be in the area for you to do something with if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably wait for Mace to get to me if I saw him at that
So
point.
Mace, please,
and if I had to
Karthus
go
would
around
wave
the
you
party.
down, and they would let you know. You know, there's this other group. They're kind of in between us and the cave. We can kind of try and sneak or go wide around them. So you're, I figure probably pretty alert to all that info. So however the two of you want to handle it in that case.
I propose we tail them to the. You said there were 4 people?
Three.
Three.
I'm looked back at my encounter and it's only 3.
3. Okay. Have we gotten a clear visual of them? Do we know if they're like human? We know they're humanoid, but
Well, we believe them to be the rest of the party from the cave.
So wait, you mean the rest of the barbarian people?
Yes. So, maybe we kill one and get teleported to the entrance of the cave.
Okay. Are we? So, here's the thing.
I would say, weren't you looking for food to give to the dragons?
Yes,
It's right
and what you propose is reasonable.
Oh, you have a ring. We could just walk up to them and pull your ring, and everybody get teleported.
Right. There's that. But
And we can
also,
say, lay food. But also,
we did kind of convince one of the barbarian people to, convert to Leifism. So he might have just brought other friends to do the same.
I would.
Fluzak's actions have come to bite them in the butt.
I would say, which one was that?
It's here that I'm misremembering. He wasn't the carcass that they were eating, right?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that they were consuming this morning was the the berserker that had been convinced by you guys to go and wait for his compatriots and spread the word of Jesus Leif.
Got it.
Pluzak kind of said, "Oh, you're outside the cave. Cold touch or chill touch or whatever." Killed his ass.
Okay, got it.
And then he froze overnight, and the wormlings at that point decided to go and snack on him.
So there's no real reason for us to really engage in negotiations with them. Okay. Then, having clarified that, yeah, okay, you're right. If they're clustered enough together, I'll just run up to them and take the ring off. Problem is, can you get to the cave quickly enough, or are you coming with the teleport? How is this happening?
I guess I'll come with you. I mean, it came with you last time, right? So I'll probably come with you this time.
Okay, so I guess what we want to do then is...
Do we want to stealth it to them? Like stealth when we get close?
Unless you're looking to spend some spell slots to make me stealthy, I don't think that's happening.
I mean, I can make it so we can pass without a trace. Wink, wink.
Right. I mean, okay, sure. And
or
then...
I can make you invisible.
Would that be effective?
I wouldn't be invisible. I can only make... Well, hold on. I might be able to only make myself invisible.
I think
invisibility is
it's a touch
thing?
spell. I think you can do it on anyone you can touch. I might be wrong.
It is a touch spell, and the higher the cast, the more people you can do it with. I think it goes every 2.
Got it. So, gonna be real here. I was just intending to rush them and take the ring off as soon as I'm in range of them. I am quite certain that I am at least going to be able to be quick enough for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you'll be able to, for sure. I think that your question is correct, though, of what happens with Pluzak.
Yeah.
I would say you all are at least aware that they have to be somewhat close to the person with the ring. You might not know the actual range, but...
Right, but yeah, I mean, somewhat close is pretty much how he would put it. So I guess I'll look at Pluzak and say, hey, okay, do you want to, ride on my back, or... how are we doing this? Because I don't want to leave you behind.
I mean, how fast can you move?
Well, let me see.
It's going to be a fucking weird encounter.
It's going to be a very weird encounter.
Don't get me wrong, not a bad thing by any means, but it's going to be a weird fucking encounter. I'm already sitting here just going, how am I going to do this? I have an idea, but man...
I can do this. I can summon, I can find Steed, and we can both gallop towards them, get in the middle of them, use the ring. It should technically teleport all of us to the base of the thing, and then if I want to, dismount and all that, we still have movement to do so.
I mean,
Does that seem like a reasonable enough plan?
Is the steed going to be able to carry our combined weight?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a steed is able to carry at least 2 people. And
remind me of this. I think the new summon steed actually has its own.
I'm like 425.
Yeah, but I believe you were
plus
using
equipment.
the old fine steed rules.
Yeah, I gotta
sure.
look to see if it says on the. I'm just gonna go with whatever's easiest. I'm just looking up right now. Hold on.
I just assume warhorse stats.
Yeah, something like that probably makes sense. But I think between the two of you, you're almost 1,000 pounds, which a horse probably can pull. I just don't know if it can actually carry. So hold on a sec here. Where is it? It's gonna be on the next page, ain't it? Summon. Where's Summon Steed? Summon Beast. Is it not called Summon Steed anymore?
It's Find Steed.
Find. I used Summon. That's why. Find Familiar. Find Steed. There it is. Okay. So new one gives a block. Old one lets you choose a block. Okay. If we go with Warhorse, that's gonna be okay. So
I'll be right back.
Yep,
But
no problem.
I'll ride the steed if we can.
Yeah. So it's this times 2. So I think it can only actually carry 540, but it can drag twice that.
Got it. As far as our individual weight, let's see.
I'm pretty sure you're 300 or 400, and I'm pretty sure Pluzak's about the same range.
I'm 425.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 333.
So it's a little over. But I would say if you guys can find a way magically or physically to make it easy for them to drag, or it to drag Pluzak, or Mace, one way or the other, then it could easily carry one of you and drag the other. I would say that's probably pretty fair.
I mean, alternatively, like, as I mentioned, I'm fairly confident I can at least get personally close enough to do that, right? So what we could do is Pluzak mounts the steed, I just run at them, we hopefully get there at the same time and do the ring thing.
I mean, Pluzak could
How about-
definitely time to you
how
easy
about
on a
this?
steed, but yeah. You guys discuss for a second. I actually need to stand up for 1 minute here. I'll be
Got
right
it.
back.
So I can either reduce myself, right? And that would
Uh-huh.
reduce my weight. I don't know how much. I would probably have to reduce you too.
No.
Both of us
because,
get on the horse. Or
you're at what? 400?
425 plus equipment. So I'm like
Mm.
almost 500 pounds. So that could be a potential, right? I don't know what how much weight you actually reduce, but I could run, right? The steed is what, 60 feet?
Let me check.
So if you're just using regular movement and I dash, I can keep up with you.
Let's see. Warhorse. So Warhorse has a strength of 18, which means speed of 60. Yeah.
Just put old Pluzakarthos in a shell and just drag him on the horse.
That would be funny. You tie a rope around me, and I'll be like a turtle, a blue shell,
Yeah.
waiting behind you.
You could do a quick turn right at the end and knock everybody down and then
Oh
fucking.
my god!
Can we actually try that? That would be so much fun.
I wanted to
could do
say it so many times and I
We
didn't
could do
because
it.
I'm not a part of that.
I do have my chain, so I can use that to like drag you behind.
Can you just hold on to it in your mouth? Like, do you have snapping turtle mouth strength or like, what's up?
I'm pretty sure I just need to like offer it to him, and he can like grab it on his hand and still like stick his hand inside the shell, right?
Bolt it, just rivet it to his shell.
The less exciting alternative is to you just mount the steed and we do pass without trace to get closer to them. But at that point, the steed is kind of redundant, right?
I agree. I think pulling the turtle shell is better.
Yeah, okay. So
Let's
we're
make it
gonna
happen.
attempt that, and hopefully Rick is okay with it.
He's gonna shake its head and say, "Let's do it."
Oh yeah. This game so much.
I guess for you it's been a second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like fucking almost 2 months for me now.
Yeah, we've been having quite an interesting time in the Mysteriums where you haven't been, because
I do have to say, yeah, you're missing out on the Mysteriums too, because
Yes.
it's been kind of hilarious.
Sit down to you're missing out on the Mysteriums. What are we telling Blake? Shouldn't be telling Blake.
I was
Don't make him feel bad.
saying I
Tell-
missed
Tell him this is way
He's been
better.
missing out.
Yeah, this is way better than real life.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make this my
statements
full-time job.
everyone agrees with for 2,000 Alex. Jesus. All right. So did we come up with a plan? Jeez, got swallow right here.
So we have two alternative plans, and we're leaning more towards one, depending on how much you allow us to get away with.
We'll see.
The idea was for me to hop on the steed and gallop towards it while dragging Pluzak like a sled behind the warhorse.
Using.
A chain.
Okay. And Pluzak, you're gonna be on your feet. You're trying to like fucking snow ski this shit. What's the
He's gone green
he's
shell.
gonna
Turtle
be shell.
shell.
turtle
Yeah.
shell? That's kind of what I was expecting. I just didn't
Mario
want
Kart.
to assume. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna grab the chain, shell up, so you're like holding it in your shell, and just be on your
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, or belly.
Or
Hell
belly.
yeah.
Which way are we going? Belly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Roll
it's gonna,
for road rash.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say. I mean, it's still relatively snowy and icy, and it's a turtle shell. I'm not gonna say that that's impossible. I think that's fair.
So how do you want us to like perform this?
I don't actually think I need much in terms of performance. Because thinking about it, right? So use the spell. Make sure you use the spell slot for the Find Steed.
Yeah. Okay.
It can pull, drag, or whatever, up to 1080. I think it was 540. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you sitting on it is within its carry, and then it adds another Pluzak to the drag, so it's still within the drag, so it can move normally. So it has its normal speed, like 60 feet, I think. So these things definitely don't move as fast as it, so you can gallop right up on them. The chain, I'm assuming, is only 10 feet long.
Good question. Let's see.
How far back is Pluzak?
It's actually 30 feet of chain that I have.
So how far back is Pluzak?
He should be pretty close, all things considered, so maybe 10 feet.
Is it 10 feet of chain, or Pluzak is 10 feet away from the horse?
10 feet away from the horse, because the total length of the chain is 30 feet.
Right, that's fine. I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, I mean, you can do all that fine. You can run right up into the center of the group and just pull the ring off, because it's all within speeds and pole limits and all that.
Yeah, then we'll just do that. And, I mean, thematically, flavor-wise, what we're going to do is, as we're approaching, I'm going to whip the chain forward so he flies like a Mario Kart turtle shell.
Interesting. So you want to pull him towards the group, or towards you, or towards, like, what's the...
Just kind of like a little, like, I guess flourish in a way, so that I make sure that, because we still are, at least Maze doesn't know the exact distance that he has to be, so he just wants him to be as close as possible.
Okay, so
when
you're not
the
trying to, like,
ring
swing
is
him
moving.
towards the enemies, per se.
No.
Okay, totally cool. All right, so as you're running up to them, I guess how close do you want to try and position the horse and all that?
How close?
Yeah, since you got to
Wait, hold
run
on.
right
What
up,
do you mean?
well, you got to run right up on them, right? So you can
Yeah.
run the horse so that it's within 5 feet of all of them. You can run it so it's 10 feet away from 2 of them. You can only, you can run right up on one of them and wait for the other 2 to be farther away or whatever. Like, how do you want to try and manage to
Got it. Yeah.
get close to all of
No,
them?
I'm gonna get to like within 5 feet of all of them and pull the plug.
Okay. Alrighty. Just give me a second here. Did I have... Here we go. Okay. So let's do this. Why you do this? There it goes. Okay. And then 2 back. A mace. We got Pluzak. And then I need to do 1, 2, 3. So as you run up on them and pull the ring off, yanking Pluzak, basically you pull the chain that's holding onto Pluzak up with one hand, and using that same hand, you grab the ring on the other hand and yank it off your hand. So Pluzak's moving closer while your ring is coming off, and the steed is basically running headlong into these things. You find yourself instantaneously warped and once more reappearing at the mouth of the cave, right about here. Your steed is still running, so if it has... So do this for me. Roll initiative, all 3 of you. This includes you, Leif, since you're going to be on the map. And then we will start on Mace's turn order, and you'll just be able to do anything that the horse does as an action, like on your turn, as part of your turn, whatever you want to call it. So, okay.
Getting there.
You're good.
I'm at my desk. Initiative. Jesus.
Big rolls tonight.
Kara's not here. That's why.
Okay. So I'm going to let you guys basically have that comes in as kind of like a surprise round for Mace. So you do all that, Mace. You warp here, and then we will start at the top of the turn order, having done that surprise round. I guess, like I said, technically because your action was to pull Pluzak and the ring, the horse would still have any sort of actions that it would have during the surprise round.
Yeah.
Do you want it to attack or do anything in that regard? Trample them, something like that? Move, further down the path? Like, it would have a turn, essentially, before we go back to the start of the turn order here.
Right. Let's see. Warhorse. Yeah, honestly, I would just have it kind of move a bit away, kind of like drop me behind and head inwards to, I guess, alert Leif. It can't talk, but I mean, obviously a horse is going to be noteworthy.
Well, so you're riding it, so it jumps them and then keeps running, and you're going to jump off, or?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you position yourself wherever you would leave off the horse, and position the horse however far up the trail you think it would run. Let's say that it used half its movement speed to get to the berserkers this
Sure.
turn, just to have some fairness in the fact that it was doing something up till this point.
Yeah,
Pluzak, I guess you would end up within, like, 10 feet of Mace wherever he stops, since he's still holding the chain. So he'll drag you onto that point, and then we'll go from there. So I need to give you control of this token, don't I? I just realized, Mace.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Claw. Save settings. You should be able to control the horse now. So you can run
Okay.
it to where it will go. You can put you where you'll go, and we will put Pluzak within 10 feet of you with the chain and all that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So horse already use half its speed more or less. So I think it would be able to get, I think, here. Yeah, that's about right. And I would just place myself there between Pluzak and the berserkers.
Yeah, that's fine. That works. So Pluzak, you would be behind me still shelled up. And the horse will keep galloping forward, and that puts us at the top of the turn order. These berserkers definitely are confused as fuck. They were, run up on by this horse and suddenly teleported. But they will still, I think, be pretty ready to attack you. Let me roll to see if they can do anything. Alright, so one of them is going to stand there babbling. You hear that him kind of saying something to the degree of, praise thee to the Frostmaiden, we will kill them who have tried to do harm to us. Let their bones freeze and feed them to the dragons who worship and have become of thy flesh. While the other two start to move in with their Chardelin flails, they will swing at you, Mace. Let's see. The first one will hit you once. The second one will swing twice with advantage. Will hit you once, just once, even with the advantage. So that's one die from each.
Are all three going at the same time?
Yes, one of them is one of them is stunned this turn essentially, and two of them are swinging at Mace. So
then
go ahead.
I'm just gonna do my spores. We can do that after you're done
Yeah, okay.
with the combat.
So four bludgeoning from the first swing, Mace, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then 5 bludgeoning
bludgeoning
from the second attack, and I need another con save from the second one.
Got it. 2 con saves. One. Oh God.
Okay.
2.
So actually, before you give me the second one, I need. Actually, it wouldn't matter. So once you fail the first one, you are already
Right.
now poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Hmm?
So you'll have the. Well, actually, I think you're immune to poison, though, correct? Immune to the poison condition.
At the
Am I
very
wrong?
least, either.
I know
I'm
you're
pretty
resistant
sure
to
I'm
poison
immune to the
damage.
Yeah.
Alright, if you're immune to the poison condition, you would be okay.
Let me double check.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. If you are not, just give yourself the condition until the end of your next turn. If you are, then is what it is. They don't know that. And then it goes to Pluzak.
So we'll do a con save on one of them. DC 17.
Oh, wait, hold on.
For
You
the
know what?
Halo?
I fucked up. I'll do it next turn. Con save DC. At the
I have
their
advantage
turn.
on saving throws against poison.
So you'd have advantage. So we'll say that the first one was the 11 and 21, so just roll me a second advantage save. We'll see if you end up poisoned by the second one.
So advantage, Constitution.
Yeah, so you're good. 21 on both of them is a pass on both, so you're good there. It has to do a con save, Fred. 13 does not pass your 17. Which one you hit?
Doesn't matter. Which
What's the damage on it? 3? Okay.
3?
Alrighty. So one of them at least starts to cough a little from the spores, and then it goes into your turn proper, Pluzak.
Okay, I am going to. There's a spell. Do the same thing to whichever one I poisoned. We're gonna do this.
I'm just starting with the guy on the left. Definitely hits.
So Ray of Sickness does 2d8 damage, poison damage. Must make
It
Constitution
will
saving
fail the
throw.
con save again.
So then it will be poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Its next turn, or your next turn.
End of your next turn.
Cool. So the end of
So
Pluzak's
my
next
next
turn.
turn.
Awesome. Poison. There we go. And it was.
Oh, and I'm
the
sorry.
11 as well.
Bonus action to come out of my shell and then do that.
Yeah, no
Obviously.
problem. Yeah. So that guy is poisoned and definitely starting to get a little beat up. Good turn.
I'm going
Pluzak.
to
Anything else?
stand where I am.
Cool. Alrighty. So Mace, at this point, it does go to you.
Okay, I shall.
You and your horse, technically. Just to...
Right, yeah. The horse is just going to continue onwards towards the cave entrance, so I
Alright,
think
so
it
if you
should
want to
be
move
more or
it further,
less
feel
here.
free. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, do I hear Owen?
Yep.
Hello, Owen.
let's see.
There are 3 guys, but you can only swing twice. This is bullshit.
I know.
Where's Leif when you
I
need him?
mean, I guess we'll just go systematically. Just checking that I can do this. Yeah, okay. So I will Hexblade Curse, the leftmost one,
Okay.
and then swing at it twice. So once, twice.
The first one hits, second one
Oh.
misses.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so 20, 22, 42, and 15. 57 total. Very big hits.
Yeah.
Very good. Not quite enough to kill it. Well, actually, is that including your hex? I think you owe 2 hex rolls. on that
No.
too, right?
Actually, yeah, I need to do the hex. Well, the Hexblade Curse is a different thing. It's.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. The Hexblade Curse I
Yeah,
thought was the one that did
proficiency bonus.
extra damage,
So-
though, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And Hexblade Curse should deal an extra 4 to each hit. So.
So it's just 8 total to the top of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So 57 and then 8 more. Cool. Yeah, he is definitely on his last legs. Very, very bloodied at this point. Not quite dead, but wishing he were.
Cool. Yeah, that's okay.
Very big crit, for sure.
That'll be it for me.
Absolutely. Big hits. So Leif, it is your turn. You can choose to either do me another check with the doggos. I would say you definitely hear hooves in the distance, but, I mean, I don't know if anyone in your party has hooves, so.
I mean, I'm hearing this horse.
Of course.
So
You are hearing
this horse, of course. I mean, that sounds out of the ordinary to me. I guess I would like toss food to both of these dragons and then like head out to investigate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'll say that tossing the food is your action, and you can move your movement. You still have bonus action and all that.
I would run my 30, I guess, and if I didn't see anything, then I would move on to dashing.
Yeah, you
Try and
wouldn't
get-
quite see anything from the 30, I don't think. You would definitely hear the hoof steps coming closer down the pathway. But yeah, you wouldn't quite see anything. Even if you were to move to the 60, it's still not quite in sight. But definitely seems to be getting close.
How tall is this wall? Losing.
If you could jump it probably pretty free, 5 or 10 feet. Just without too
Okay.
much.
Yeah, if I can get here and I see nothing, I would do something interesting here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you get there.
55.
That's fine.
If I can't see anything out here at all, but I hear a horse and stuff like that.
I guess at that point you would probably see Mace, Pluzak, and the berserkers fighting in the distance, but you wouldn't see the horse.
Interesting. So I know Mason Pluzak down there. Okay, I'd pull the ring off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fun.
Fun
indeed. It'll be. I would say that's probably all you can do your turn.
That's fine.
But you would definitely warp in right next to them, since that's where the warp point is. So Pluzak and Mace, you suddenly like hear feet tamping down in the snow next to you, and suddenly there's a Leif there.
Cool.
There's a Leif.
There's a Leif. And then it will
love
go
it.
back to the berserker's turn.
Oh no, I'm not done.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I can talk, right?
You can talk,
Talk is free
absolutely.
action.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I
was thinking
would.
an action surge was about to come out.
No. I just I wanna appear, and then I wanna be like, I see these are the same guys, from the cave. So I feel like I can make a pretty good assumption that these are the other people that the one guy was talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so I would appear, and I would just be like, I'd be like, stop! This is not the people that you have a fight with.
One of them stands there battling, basically saying, "The frost consumes all. All will become one with the frost." One of them is standing there bleeding so much from very clearly horrible, horrible collisions between its head and a hammer that it doesn't seem to be able to hear you at all. And the last one stands there, looks at you, and says, "I beat my dick to the Frostmaiden. You're not a maiden. You know not what you speak."
And I would turn around and say, "We're killing the bad guys."
They're not the bad guys. They can help us.
You wave your hand in front of me.
They are. These
just
are not the
lost.
droids that you were looking. These are not the bad guys you were looking for.
All right. So it will go to their turn. I think you're about to be kind of surprised as two of them are going to just dash action and start booking it the other direction.
The one
there we go.
that is almost dead.
The
Yeah,
one that's
I
almost
guess the
dead
one that's still
remains
there.
behind.
Well, a disadvantaged DC Constitution save.
It will absolutely have to do that. No problem. It will just barely fail, actually. That was a 19 and a 13 on die for a 16 on the disadvantage, but that's under your 17, so 5. That puts it yet closer still. You would assume it has about 5 or so, maybe maybe 1 or 2 more hit points left. So another hit like that is going to be more than enough to end its life. It will, however, step one step closer to Leif. Actually, if anything, it's going to sneak around Leif eventually, but step closer to Leif here, and then we'll swing at Mace first, then at Leif, and then it will step closer to Pluzak and swing at Pluzak. I forgot that these things have 3 attacks. That's what I fucked up last time. Mace, it will miss you. Leif, it will hit you with a crit, but you cannot be crit, so you are lucky. Pluzak, it will hit you as well once it steps from here to here. So let me see. Mace, it misses you. Leif, it hits you with just a normal since it cannot crit you. So that is a 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need a con saving throw from you, Leif. And then Pluzak, it is 13 bludgeoning on you, and I need a con saving throw as well. So Pluzak, you will save. Leif, you will meet, so you will also save. Neither of you are poisoned. That is everything that they can do currently. Goes to Pluzak. Also, Mace, I'm surprised you didn't opportunity attack any of that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, is he here?
That's a good question. Have we still got you, Claw? I missed something?
Yeah. No.
Alrighty.
I'm good. Sorry. Yeah, I got distracted for a second there.
Oh, you're good. It's just you missed some opportunity attacks because of it.
No, it's fine.
It is what it is. You'll kill him eventually. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Depends on if they
I'll
get in
get
the
there.
cave. I think Pluzak's the only one aware of that.
pretty much.
Alright. It does go to Pluzak's turn, though, so what are you thinking, man?
My turn.
Your turn.
Let's do it.
Holy shit!
Fuck, bro. Oh my. Oh my. This guy's swinging crits and
yeah.
everything.
I'm out of here. I'm not playing this game
So,
anymore.
Chris,
I,
I
don't know,
think we're just
gone.
gonna say that we need to have the party
Kara's-
permanently split.
Kara's done.
Oh gosh.
That wasn't crit damage.
That's fine. You can roll the extra. Should be another D4, right? So 5 total. So
Yep.
here's the good news.
I
That
had 5 health.
is exactly the amount of health it had. Yes, that's correct. So I think that means you turn it into a zombie, right? That's gonna be the thing. Am I misremembering here?
Oh man. Oh, that's the dilemma here now, right? It did die right next to me, and I could
Yeah.
spawn it as a zombie,
You
or I
could.
could leave it as food for the dragons.
That's your call.
Mm.
I mean, we have 2 other people. Like, you can make them zombies.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah,
also
but they have to die within 10 feet of me.
No,
Also,
no.
I
What I
would
mean
say,
is, like,
Fred,
you can just.
there has been proof already that the snow dogs are perfectly fine with eating cold zombie.
Oh, I could just tell the zombie to get eaten too, if I want. Yeah, we're gonna turn it into a zombie.
Awesome.
So fungal infestation.
I really enjoy when you do that. So get rid of that fucker, pop a zombie token down here, and I will give it to you for control. Save settings. Alright, so you got yourself a zombie. to the rest of the party, as has happened before. You watch as Pluzak kind of reaches a hand out towards this falling corpse of a Chardelin berserker, and you may not be able to see it immediately, but the spores of his mushrooms quickly take hold of this new host and start to sprout along the neck of this berserker as it stands up under the control of the
Nice.
what's the word I'm looking for? The fungal infestation that is Pluzakarthus's spores.
And I'm gonna say to Leif, that one's under my control now. So that's how you do it.
You
I'll
have
look at
one
him and
less
go,
potential.
good.
That's how you
That one-
do it.
That one can beat his dick to you then.
Is that the one that said he could be?
Oh.
he could
Yeah.
beat his dick
Oh,
from-
God.
I'm gonna make a call and say yes.
I'm okay with that. I love the fact that I have to enter like a Borderlands mindset for that shit, stealing Fred's joke from last session. But at the same time, it has just given good opportunity to you guys. I'll take it. Fucking drive myself insane for some of that shit. Oh, wonderful though. Okay, so I'm assuming that's everything, Pluzak? Movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5,
Alrighty.
10.
Awesome. So after that, it would be Mace's turn.
Right.
Great crit, by the way, Fred.
Yeah, perfect timing.
I expect it from the others. Pluzak, that's like a moment to celebrate.
Horse will still run away, I think, because I don't believe I can just dismiss it without completely getting rid of it. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I personally will dash all the way up to here. Unfortunately, can't quite reach them, but I'm still at least within their line of sight, I guess.
Mhm. Yep.
So yeah, that'll be me.
Alrighty. We'll go to Leif next.
I'll run all the way up to Mace here.
Okay.
I will tell Mace. I'll just say we have to convince these as we did the other.
Jesus.
They can help with the dragons, snow dogs.
The snow dogs need food.
Well, we can also use them as food.
Good.
Well,
I'm
Leif's a
glad we have
cannibal
an
now.
understanding.
That didn't take long.
Oh god.
Would yell at them again,
The 4F.
and I would say, I'd say, don't turn your back on the Frost King.
Okay. Interesting. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I guess I don't have I dash, so I don't have anything I can do.
No, you're good. It's totally fine. It was just curious. Unless there's anything else you want, we'll go to their turn. I'm just waiting for that to respond to what you've said.
No, that's it.
Okay. So it goes to their turn. I will say one of them is just going to continue running. It'll move its 60 feet, I think was like here-ish. The other one stops for half a moment as you have said what you've said. It turns and looks at you, and it very clearly is disappointed and says, or more accurately screams out, "Your tits are not luscious enough for the Icewind!" And then runs and joins its friend.
Wow. I mean, he's not wrong.
No, it's
He's not wrong.
That's going to be what they do. It'll go back to Pluzak.
Did that hurt your feelings at all? Or
No, it's fine. That's fine. Random question, real quick. These like walls,
See, did I
are
measure
they
correctly?
are they up?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Ooh, Pluzak, what are we doing? Just keeping running?
can I see these guys?
I'm gonna say yes. It's more of a chasm between where you are and where they are than it is
Oh,
a.
chasms. Okay.
Well, yeah. So it kind of goes up to like the section up here, and the section up here. But I think that what's between you guys here is really more of like a rocky, folly outcrop by my reading. So
Okay. So, are any of them injured?
nope, both of those two are perfectly fine. The only one that you guys were really hurting was the one who tried to slow you down.
Okay. Closest one.
Ooh, yes, that will hit one. Closest one, give me some damage. 20. And it can't heal, right? That's a fucking good roll, man. Jesus.
If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls
They
against
are
me.
sadly not undead.
Oh, that's right.
These are technically a
Um,
fiend, strangely enough, but I don't think any of you
Yeah,
know
can't
that.
regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Alrighty. I think that's probably good. I would say, though, that you do know,
Uh,
at least if it makes it to the cave, it will not regain hit points, but it can no longer die, so your chill touch will not quite do that effect on them. You tried that before, until the guy left, and
Yep.
then you killed him, so just a memory. Anything else, Buzek?
I gotta check this, see if this is a bonus action or with
Yeah.
an action?
Feel free. What we got?
Oh, I have to activate. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Alrighty. In that case, it goes to Mace.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't do much more than run towards them, so I'm gonna do exactly that. Okay, there we go. So that's 60 exactly, and I should at least reach them. So whenever they
I
move, I'll probably opportunity
think.
attack.
So I might have measured wrong then. I'm pretty sure because they were like 10 feet ahead of both of you, they should always be able to be 10 feet ahead of you, right? So I don't know if I thought you couldn't reach them because they were 10 feet ahead of you was the thing. So I'll shift them again. You can always do anything that's like a ranged attack or whatever.
Yeah, for now, okay.
Okay.
I think I will use the horse though to
Yeah. There you go.
kick him.
Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for it to come back on him. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Go for it. Are you kicking the one that looks weaker or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the one that looks weaker.
Totally.
I think the horse kick is like what, 2
Whatever,
plus 6 to
whatever
hit, and
if you
2d4
want to look
plus
it up.
4, okay.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
stat block you've
so
got,
let's see,
honestly, don't really care that much
d20
at this point.
plus 6
16
is
will hit. Yep.
22.
Yeah, 16 hits by itself, so you're good.
Okay, and then 2d4 plus 2, 2d4 plus 4, sorry.
Okay.
So that's 6 plus 4, 10. That's okay
Awesome.
for a
That's
close
good,
kick, yeah.
good fucking hit. Yeah. Yeah. So you hit the southern-looking one for another 10. It's not bloodied or anything, but it's definitely starting to get hurt. Like 2/3 ish.
Cool, yeah.
So good hit. Absolutely. And if there's nothing else, we will go to Leaf.
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. What we doing, big boy Leaf?
Interesting. Probably just run this ice knife at these motherfuckers.
Ooh, that's interesting. All right. DC 17 dex save, right? Yeah. 1, 2. We've got a fail and a meets. Actually, sorry. So the first one that fails will take the piercing. The second one, I believe, takes half damage on the explosion, and the first one takes full damage on the explosion, if my memory serves. Can you check that for me on the spells? I believe if it so when it hits the first guy, it does the damage, and then it does. So actually, I think I need you to roll me a d20 as well. Ice knife's one of those ones. I think it's like 2 steps. I have it on the.
Oh, I didn't know there was a d20. That's what I was just looking at.
You're good. You're good. So you create a shard, fling it at one creature. Make a ranged spell attack. So roll me a d20.
That's one.
And you can add, I think, your proficiency bonus at a minimum, and whatever your spellcasting modifier is. 14's already going to hit by itself, so we don't have to worry about it. On a hit, it will take the d10 piercing, which was the first 5, and then it will have to do the save. It fails the save for a full 8. The second target next to it will pass the save for half of the 8 for 4. Is this one of the ones? Nope. Okay, so that's what it does. Okay. Still, I would say that's a very good amount of splash damage considering. So, closer guy is the one with lower health, who takes the full 13. The upper guy takes the 4. Awesome. Beautiful. You can still continue to move if you'd like. That was only an action.
That's good. I guess I'm just gonna run up 30 to here.
Oh, actually, is it within 5 feet?
Yeah, it's within 5.
Perfect. So Mace, you watch as this ice knife just comes flying from Leif's hand, hits the southernmost berserker, and then explodes, and shards of shrapnel kind of hit the second berserker. They don't quite reach you, thankfully, but you are.
But they will hit the horse.
Yeah. I guess they would hit the horse. Yeah. So if you can do a dex save for the horse, DC 17. Otherwise, it takes 8.
Yep, that's fine.
Cold damage.
Oh, let's see. Actually, horse.
You got this. You got this horse.
Dexterity of 12, so +1. Right. +1.
It's like a 25% chance. Oof.
So yeah, that's just gonna
so
fail
the horse,
and
yeah.
take
So the horse will just take 8 cold damage.
Okay.
I just want to pop an echo out to
Yep, that'd be a bonus action. Pretty sure you can do that.
15 feet, wherever I can see. So I can put him there.
Oops, we lost Chris. I don't know if he knows. I'm just gonna move him back up.
And then he has movement. He's just got to stay up to there. Yeah, he can do that.
Alrighty. Okay, so with that, it goes back to the top of the turn order, and these two are going to still try. Actually, one of them will try and run. 10, 20, 30. Oof, about to sneeze. One sec. Okay, so one of them will run. The other one is going to actually turn and try and attack. It will swing once at the horse, once at then step over here, swing once at Mace, once at Leif. So let me roll those 3. All right, so the horse will take damage. Let's see. Mace will take damage, and Leif will take damage. Okay.
No.
So horse gets crit for 10 total bludgeoning, and I need it to do a con save. Mace gets hit for 10 bludgeoning, and he needs to do
Okay.
a con save with advantage. And
How much
Leif,
was for the horse?
10 damage and a con save.
Okay.
That was echo from mine.
And then the echo would disappear. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So con save for you
So con save.
and the horse, and both of you take 10 bludgeoning.
Yep. So the horse would definitely fail. There's no fucking bonus that doesn't make it fail there.
Yep, that's fine. No extra damage or anything, but it is poisoned until the end of its next turn, or your next
Sure.
turn.
I
And
take it with advantage.
yep. So go ahead and give me another roll.
18.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
So you pass, no problem. That's the one that stays. The other one continues to run, and it makes it in the fortress. Actually, if anything, it would probably stop closer to here, and it would pull out a javelin and just be ready to start hucking them at you guys. And then it goes to Pluzak's turn.
Yep. The guy that is at the fortress there, I'm going to hit him with Chill Touch.
Go for it. Get that roll. Okay, 20 definitely hits. 12 more necrotic. Takes the full thing. No problem. Can't heal.
Yeah, and that's it for me.
Alrighty. Mace,
Hey, yeah, I'll just hit this one.
please do.
So once, twice. I don't think the first
The
one hits.
14 will, actually. So it's going to be 23 from that. And then another 23, right? 23. Am I reading right?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. So 46 on... So he is standing there as if barely clinging to life. Literally 1 HP. Yeah. He had
Nice.
he had
Okay.
47.
But now the horse attacks.
There it is. Bring it closer and swing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There we
I
go.
like it. Gonna get its ass trampled.
Let's see. Horse should do. Okay. What's this? 20. That's not gonna hit.
That
Yeah,
will
okay.
not hit. 13 is the DC, so, or AC, I should say. So
Unfortunate, but it's fine.
it is what it is. At that point, it goes to Leif. See if he can do it.
All right, let's see here. We are going to make our way. Oh, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just smack the old echo out.
Okay, swing away.
And then, yeah.
I think the horse actually would technically be here, so you should have advantage with that too.
Oh my god. Horse Vantage?
Horse Vantage, yeah.
29 should be
Ooh,
fine.
One shy of the crit. Get fuck married. I will say
13,
13
that's-
though, more than enough. This one will get carved in half. It is too far away and will.
As I cut him in half, can I just be like, how are those tits?
He would, as he's dying, say, "Not arousing."
This bitch.
I feel like
You should have said, "How are those pecs?"
Yeah, there it is. Pluzak is standing across the chasm, just
Mr.
laughing
Man.
at you. I feel like.
No. Pluzak would definitely say, "You should have said pec because you're a man."
Wonderful. All right. At that point, however, it will circle back up to this last guy's turn. And he's just going to kind of retreat further into the cave. If anything, he'll climb up here and then have his javelins ready to throw at you guys as you come in. Goes back to Pluzak.
All right. Would I be able to see him?
Oh, yeah. From your vantage, yes. I think that's fine.
Okay. So again, we're gonna do the Chill Touch. That has a range of 120 feet.
Okay.
Jesus. Who is this guy?
This is Pluzak when Pluzak knows the party's in danger and is actually trying.
Yeah. All the rest of the time, he's just like, I don't care for the
they
guy.
got it.
Kara, just bring them all back.
They got it. Kara can bring them back. As long as I can heal him, it's fine. But yeah, another 14. You have actually done quite a bit of damage to this guy. He approaches bloodied, but it's not quite there. Somewhere around 2/3. And anything else? Move with your zombie or anything?
No, let's stay right there.
Andy. In that case, goes to Mace.
Okay, then yeah.
Also,
I
a question for you guys to
guess-
ponder, because I'm going to ask it once this combat is done. If you could, manage to get this guy outside of the cave and kill him. Are you guys going to stay here for the night, you think? Or are you going to start going back out again? Think about it in the background. But Mace, what are you doing to kill this fucker?
I mean, nothing much I can do from here, so I think I'll just wait.
There's a lot you could do from here. You haven't had your turn yet.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I might miss. Am I seeing things
He's up
wrong?
here.
Like,
He's up here.
oh, I see.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't-
okay. Yeah, I'll just dash towards him, I think.
Okay. Surprised you didn't jump on your horse and have him run. What are you doing once you get there? Is that a run or a dash? Oh, it's a dash. Got you. Okay. In that case, we go to Leif. Oh, no, wait. Your horse can do stuff. I'm Russian. I shouldn't be.
Did we lose your microphone?
Yeah, did we lose Claw's mic? You there, Claw?
Oh my fucking god.
Nope,
No.
there you are.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I muted accidentally.
It happens.
I am just going to remove the horse from combat for the most part. It's at 1 HP. I don't want it to disappear just yet. So.
Ah, interesting. Okay, gotcha. No problem. In that case, it goes to Leif.
Alright. We're just gonna fucking boogie, I guess.
He's going boogie.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Should have been there. Yeah, we can get there. We're gonna go there with a dash. I still get a bonus action with dash?
Just take
Yeah,
your
yeah,
man.
okay. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and put my echo out 15 and then I'll move him. I think that's 30 within me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's I'm gonna whisper as to do my best to not make this cave echo to me. Oh, better yet, I'll just talk to him in his head.
There you go.
Much better. Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I get you.
I'm gonna slug Mace, and I'm just gonna say.
I love how when you say slug and when Mallow says slug, they're very different. I know he hasn't been with the party
Yeah.
for a while, but
It's true.
Leif, I'm gonna slug the party. They hear his voice and can't escape it. Mallow, I'm gonna slug the party. Fight's about to break out.
Ends up in Mace's chains tied to a tree. I think.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell Mace is I'm just gonna say I just have to get to a ring and we'll get him outside.
You know, I somehow feel like that's going to take a little longer than we wanted to.
Well, we can't kill him in here.
Why not?
They didn't die, didn't we?
Who
Couldn't we
didn't?
not kill him in here?
That's correct.
I
Yeah, the last one didn't die. We converted him.
was that not like an individual effect that from the
It was
Because-
something that the berserker that was here was under. I think that you guys can probably have a leap in logic to assume that the berserkers that are here have that effect. You don't know for
Got it.
sure. You haven't killed this guy.
I'm basing it off of these are my like disciple people, and it's me that I've
Leif's
created
right.
this-
He has
this
no
space.
actual
then-
reason to be, but he's right.
I've created the space that keeps them
You know
safe.
what? In that case,
That's
let me feed the
where my
delusion.
mind went.
So my response as Mace would be, well then, remove the privilege.
That's a good fucking response.
It's Leif legitimately like ponders, right? Because now, if this works in his head, right, this will be the second time that he's realizing today that like his he's able to do things based upon like wants and stuff. Like he gave Mace a ring. If this works, like so he legitimately like takes a second and breathes, and then he goes, I'll do my best.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
then he would he'd stand there for like for this time, right? That's happening. Like now moving forward from this moment, he is like internally going like if this is what I think it is, I don't wish this to be anymore. I
Okay.
don't want this a place
So-
for that.
You are out of movement and actions and stuff this turn, so I know you can't do much with this. But I will say that with that thought, as you start to kind of try and focus the power in yourself in the way that you have felt when you were interacting with the fire, you actually feel this kind of need to be at the fire to cause the effect that you're looking for. I know that Leif as a character would not understand this, but I think you as a person would. It's almost like you need to go to like a computer with admin privileges to make a change to the code, but you believe you know exactly how to make that change. It wouldn't take much effort. You just need to be at the right placed and interacting with the right instrument to do so.
That makes sense.
Okay, so definitely learn that before the end of your turn, but it is going to switch over to the berserker. I think he's going to just huck a whole bunch of javelins, one at each of you. So that's going to be Mace, Leif, and Leif Echo. Let me see what he can do. He will hit Mace. Oh wait, yeah, 23 hits you. Yeah, hit Mace. For some reason I count on. Oh damn, that's quite a roll. Definitely hits Leif, and then Leif, you're very lucky. Lucky you can't take crits. I rolled 2 20s. He will miss your Echo though.
Oh shit.
So just a normal hit on both of you two. So Mace, you will take 7 piercing damage, and I need a con save. That is with advantage for Mace because it is against poisoned. Leif, you yourself will take 9 piercing, and I also need a con save from you, just a regular con save.
I don't have it today.
Okay, so you're just going to be poisoned yourself until the end of your next turn. Just a poison condition. Shouldn't affect movement or anything, so you still might be able to do what you're hoping. Mace, you're perfectly fine. No issue on that front, and it will go to Pluzak's turn.
Yeah, I'm good back here. Do
Do you want to cast any spells or anything?
From a distance. Yeah. Yep. Gonna do chill touch again.
Awesome.
Hopefully this time it will hit. Yeah. Well,
It's been hitting all night. Let's just keep. Ooh, lowest damage.
That was the
dungeon,
worst
though.
damage.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Still definitely hits
Dude,
it though.
what?
And it recoils from the blow. Anything else, Pluzak?
No. Just gonna say, good luck being close to the thing, guys.
All right, so then it goes to Mace.
Don't get poisoned.
Leif hacking up a lug. Fuck you.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I will. Is there any real impediment for me just getting straight from here to here?
No, not really.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that, and I will, considering the last target of my Hexblade Curse died, I can just move it.
Okay.
And I'll hit him twice, yeah. So once, twice. Do any of those hit?
Yeah, both. Absolutely. So 15,
And then it's +8,
and then
yeah.
another 22, 37. Is that right? 15 and
Yes.
22. Yeah, 37
Yeah.
on this guy, and then another 8 on top of that. To your point, so he's getting very close to dead. I mean, not necessarily that he would die currently, but definitely more than bloodied, more than one. Like basically one of those hits, he's probably on death's door.
Right.
Anything else, Mace?
Not for now. I think I'm good.
All right, Leif, your turn.
All right. We are going to do a lot of things. We're going to. I'll come there. That's fine. My Echo. Oh god. How do you do the? How do you do the thing where like you could measure and then snap your guy to it?
Snap your guy. I don't know what you
Isn't
mean.
there a way to like let go of the measuring and then your guy just kind of fucking?
Not that I remember, but I think there's a way.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what it is? I don't have it set up for this, but the newer version of Roll20 lets you move your character with a ruler.
With a drag.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Never mind.
It's alright.
Okay.
You got there. You're good.
We're good. We're good. So I'm going to move up. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna yell at this dude. Or no, I'm not even gonna yell at him. I'm gonna look at him, and then I'm gonna slug him in the head.
Okay.
I'm gonna slug his head, and I'm just gonna tell him, bend the knee, or die.
So I guess Mace, for you, suddenly as you are fighting this berserker, swinging your hammer at it, he's like trying to dodge but taking head wounds from chance and just screams out, "The only bend is in my cock!" And that's about all you know.
It's so sad because I would hang out with these guys. You know?
I know you would. That's the
I would hang out
problem.
with these guys so bad.
If it was possible for you to actually turn them into followers, you would have sycophants. Yes, that is correct.
I didn't realize the hex was out this far.
Okay.
That's only
I'm
Mallow,
gonna-
okay? The real Hex himself, that's a different story.
I'm gonna swap places with my Echo.
Absolutely. That'll be your action, and as soon as you do that, you still have all of your movement. And I will say it's pretty free action for you if you reach the fire to remove privileges, as it were. It's just a power. You just have to be in the right place. So
Oh, yeah, I think 30 will get me. I looked at it. 30 will get me close.
close, but not quite. Yeah, that's what I thought. No worries. Definitely a good sprint over. So after Leif finishes his turn, it goes back to the berserker, who is going to just keep swinging at you, Leif.
Well, wait.
Mace.
Let me ask you this. I assume that doing this is an action. That's why I'm not dashing.
If
'Cause then I
you
would
no
know.
no if, honestly, if you wanted to dash, but the thing is, I think transporting to your echo is an action, isn't it?
Bonus action.
Oh, if I'm misremembering, then yes, you can dash up to the fire, and it will be a free action. It's more, you actually believe, if anything, you already have the power to kind of turn off his invulnerability. You just weren't in the right location. So if you get to the right location, yeah, you think it would just kind of happen by nature of your will. No different than talking.
Well, then I would sprint to this fire,
Then
and
feel free.
I would do the same thing that I was doing out there, like kind of center myself and focus on that, and I wish, I guess isn't the exact word that I'm trying to go for,
Just
but like,
believe. You believe in
yeah.
the notion. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And you would find that the fire kind of flares up a little bit, and you feel, if anything, you feel initially a connection with the berserker, as you are stoking these flames, and just like, if anything, it's almost like he was a spark of cold that you could sense in the distance, and all of a sudden that spark just disappears. And if anything, you might hear a scream from the berserker as it's like, "Why has the cold forsaken me?" And that's about all for that. And it will go to the berserker's turn. Feeling angered, it will swing at you 3 times mace with advantage, as it will reckless attack. So that gives you
Okay.
advantage if you swing at it later. Even with that, I think it only hits you once. Yeah, just the second swing.
Cool.
So it will hit you for 8 plus 3, so 11 bludgeoning. And I
Okay.
need a con save against poison, so advantage. Probably not going to fail
Right.
it. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are about to fucking kill this thing. It
Nice.
goes to Pluzak's turn. You definitely are not poisoned. So Pluzak, think you can chill touch it to death?
Oh!
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Oh, fuck. 28. Well, I will tell you that as this thing swings out at you, Mace, it collides with you that one time, and for some reason, as its mace kind of wraps, flail, thank you, Rain, as its flail
Right.
wraps around your shield and just barely collides with your head, you do find that as the blow strikes, so too does the corpse of this berserker slump forward as it falls dead against you, as Pluzak has killed it, unbeknownst to you.
Nice.
And since Leif has already removed its abilities to survive, it will, surprisingly enough, to you and itself, as it dies in surprise, locked onto its face forever, it will die. Truly, truly die. And that will be the end
Awesome.
of that encounter. So let me do this. Tell you how much fucking experience you guys get from that shit. So, Kara, this includes you and Vellynne as well. Let me do the math because not everybody's here. That is 660 experience each.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to stand up and head to the bathroom really quick. If there's anything you guys wish to discuss, amongst the party that's here, feel free. But once we come back, we are going to quickly switch over to Kara and Vellynne and see what's happening with them. I'll be right back.
Can't wait until Kara comes back, join the party, and I can't do anything anymore.
When
Yeah,
it
maybe
happens, it
maybe then
happens.
I can roll. You fuck. Only one of us is allowed. I can't even con save.
I mean, that's your own fault.
I'm the con save master. That's how I drink so much.
That's the problem.
No, that should make me roll better.
We're gonna feed these corpses to the dragons.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna try and use it as food to try and help tame them. Although,
Okay. Yeah.
it's going great. It's going great. I'm doing great at it.
All right, I am back.
Welcome, man.
Thank you. Still got all you here?
Yep.
Think
Okay.
so.
So, before we switch over to Kara, just a quick question. Does the party that's here intend to, as I asked, search the area anymore, or stay here for the rest of the day? What's the intention? I mean, you can even
Good
leave and try and
question.
head back to Kara, to be fair. I'm just, this is about, like, noon, so
How
you still have half a
I
day.
think we should meet her in between. That's my opinion, at least.
Okay.
I was giving Leif until the evening to
Tame the dogs.
see if he can tame the dragons.
Yes, that is true. Leif,
So that's what I'm still doing.
I guess it comes down
Man,
to you.
Man of his word. Oh yeah, I'd like
We've
to
got to
tame
leave.
this.
We got Pluzak telling you if you want to tame the doggos, you got until evening. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay and tame these guys.
Okay. So I guess if Pluzak and Pluzak and Leif are both kind of on the stay till evening side, that is what we will let you guys do. I just wanted to know so that I know, how much I'm going to let Kara do here. Kara! Chris, my friend.
Yes.
Been a bit. Been a bit.
Little bit.
With you and Vellynne, as we come back to the main map here, you have so graciously marked for us that Mom has had a little too much wine and lost the kids. The second dot here is about where you guys get on that night of day 84. We already measured it out last session, technically. So this is where you guys are long resting. Do you want to do any sort of watch order, or
Between Vellynne and myself?
yeah,
Um,
do maybe like a 4 hours on, 4 hours off, or 2-2-2-2? I mean,
well, to get the benefit of a long rest, we both need to get at least
Technically,
6
sleep
hours of
6, yeah.
sleep, right?
that is true. But
So-
Vellynne being exhausted, she will tell you herself as well. Her being exhausted should affect the party less than you. So as long as you get the 6 hours and she can ride on your back, even if she's being
Well,
less helpful,
is
it will still be okay.
Ability, like I could shrink down one size and become size large, and she could use that tiny hut thing, right?
Yes, that is true too. You guys could tiny hut. You'd have to be size medium. Anything that's size large or larger
then-
cannot stay in. You definitely have the charges for it. If you
Yeah,
guys want to
then
do
I
tiny
would
hut,
do
yeah.
that. I'd do that so that we could at least rest in complete shelter. So
Absolutely.
that we don't have to worry about
So not only
that,
do you tiny hut, but she has you take the little cube of warmth out of your bag of holding. So it is an exceptionally warm tiny hut.
No, she has that back. She made it the point to take
she
that back.
still has
on
you.
that.
She still has you storing it during the day. It's just that it is her item in her mind, and she will absolutely make sure that she has ownership of it before you guys separate. But yeah, regardless, either way, it's used to warm the tiny hut, and both of you are more than comfortable in that hut for the rest of your long rest. However, a little bit after midnight, as the two of you are just kind of settling down, you hear a strange scratching sound at the outer edge of your tiny hut. I mean, it's Kara. Your passive perception is fucking ridiculous, so I'm not going to make you roll for the sound and where it's coming from. You definitely know. But you gonna do anything?
Kara will have cracked open one eye and listened to the scratching.
It's very soft. You think it's, if anything, maybe a tiny animal without having determined what it is, but you're not exactly sure what it is or what it's doing.
Is Vellynne
Thank you,
awake?
Fred. Vellynne
case you want
is
it.
currently, you think, asleep. She's laying in her bedroll, quote unquote. It's basically a giant blanket on her, and her back is to you. She's breathing relatively normally, pretty normal rhythm. Without saying or checking with her, you would think she's asleep, but you're not 100% sure.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong with this spell. It's
Posted in the chat.
okay. Creatures once can move through it. Creature objects within the dome can move through it freely. All other creatures are barred from passing through it. So if I were to stick a head out and look at where this thing is, I can pull myself back in, or once
The
that's
hut
out,
itself, I don't think even has any sort of blocking. It's just like a magic force field. You would be able to see it if you were to just sit up and walk closer. Like, you don't even have to stick your head out. It's just...
the dome is opaque from the outside.
Oh, you're from the
but
outside,
it
right? But not
is
the inside. Yeah.
transparent from the inside.
Right.
So
So
I
you'd
guess
be
I
able to
could
see
look
it.
straight at what the scratching is.
Right, that's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just more, you have to sit up and actually go over there. And the reason I say that is when you sit up and look at the direction of the scratching, you don't see anything immediately. You do actually have to approach.
I would get over towards where the noise is coming from, but I do not want to leave the perimeter of the tiny hut.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to. As you approach the perimeter, the scratching gets louder, but it's still a pretty quiet scratching. And as you focus your eyes, once again, passive perception's high enough, I'm not going to make you roll for this, but you would see...
A snow puppy.
Yeah, exactly. One of these little fuckers. Why did that not pop? Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking... hold on a second.
I don't see a pop-up
I
yet.
know. Give me one sec. I'm on the wrong window. There you go. Somewhere around your dot, you should see one of these little fuckers. An
Oh, it's one of
exceptionally
the
tiny
fox-riding pygmies.
little snow spirit seems to be scratching at your shelter as if it wishes to be let in.
Kara would whisper in a way that the sound wouldn't carry outside of the dome, but would be heard by Vellynne. Vellynne, you're the magically inclined one. What do you make of this?
You would think Vellynne is asleep.
Kara would go over to wake Fluzakarthus. Sorry,
And
you
Vellynne.
said Plizacarthus, and now my brain said Plizacarthus. Kara would walk over to Vellynne and wake her up.
You don't touch. What? Hi? What do you need?
There's an ice spirit scratching at the dome.
Okay, what do you want me to do about it?
What do you know about those creatures? I don't know much about them.
You got a
But it's
50-50 shot that they're gonna fuck you over or not.
it's trying to get in.
Okay. It wants something.
So are you suggesting we just ignore it, or are we going to leave it there scratching at the dome all night?
I'm suggesting you fucking deal with it. I'm tired.
Why then?
I trust
How can
you. You'll be fine.
I can re-enter the dome if I leave it?
Yeah, you can go out and in. But let me know
She
if you're
can't.
gonna go far. I don't want to be alone.
What did you say, Fred?
She can't leave the dome. Otherwise, it disappears.
She can't, but I
You
can.
can. Yes, correct.
Okay. With that having been said, Kara would exit the dome opposite of the side of the creature and walk around it to face it.
So as it would actually see that you're up, and you would very much notice that. So as you go towards the other side, it actually starts running around the perimeter, almost as if to meet you. You're bigger than it, so you kind of are able to get further than it is, but you definitely meet it halfway, running around the perimeter. And it waves at you.
Kara would acknowledge and wave back and just, what can I do for you, little one?
It points at your face.
It wants to eat it.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
It holds both its arms up towards you.
I really don't understand what you're asking of me.
It holds both its arms up towards you and jumps a little bit.
Man, you don't have kids, do you?
No.
Fred.
No, the immortal Valkyrie has not had kids.
Unless you count all you all.
Kara would reach down and pick up the small ice spirit.
It spins. It almost pirouettes in your hand, and then it points to your face again.
Eat me.
Can I roll like insight or something to see if I can try and decipher
Yeah,
what
if you
this
as a player
creature
can,
is?
absolutely. Go ahead. Give me insight.
Because I'll be honest, I'm lost.
Yeah, no problem. Give me insight. You think it wants you to bring it near its face, or near your face. Bring it near your face, yeah.
I just could have figured that out. I just thought there was something more.
You're the one that wanted to do insight.
I know, but
I thought it was pretty clear, man. Fred's over here not even part of the encounter going, hey, I know what you want.
you know what? I don't know. Maybe I don't want to bring the tiny spirit up to my
You don't
face
have
where it
to.
can fucking
Totally.
possess me.
Hey, I think it's totally fair of you to not trust it. I'm just saying, what it wants is pretty clear.
If you want to babysit, just let me know.
Yeah, you don't want that, Fred.
You'll be great.
You
So here's
really
the
don't
problem. Your
want
baby
that.
drowned. In not water.
In not water, in dirt.
In air.
Fine, I'll bring the creature closer to my face. What does it want?
So as you bring this creature
eat
closer
you.
to your face, it starts to like jump excitedly in your hands. And as soon as it's next to your cheek, it reaches out and grabs a strand of your hair and hugs it and starts to rub its cheek against it.
So you have some sort of infatuation with me. Can you tell me your reason why?
It just continues to kind of like grab more hair. If anything, it like pulls just a bigger bundle. It almost seems to fill its arms as full as possible, and just continues to nuzzle its face into your hair. Just seems very infatuated with your hair. Chewingas are fun creatures.
Yes, they are.
I get the feeling, having said that, Claw, you understand that what I'm doing is completely just me RPing
course.
these things. I love these things. Oh god.
I mean, I can't infer its intentions aside from the fact it wants some of my hair. So I don't want to cut any of it off. So after a minute, Kara's gonna try to separate it from her hair. Just be like, all right, you've hugged me. What now?
Yeah, I mean, so how do you try and separate it? You just like moving the hand that it's standing on, or are you like
Yeah.
actively like pinching it and pulling it, or?
Like I'm trying to be gentle with it and
Yeah, absolutely.
move it away. I'm not trying to hurt it.
But still, either way, like I get that you're trying to be gentle, but I mean, are you actively like grabbing and moving it, or are you just like sliding your hand away to see what it does?
Sort of sliding my hand away to see what it does.
Yeah, so as you move your hand, you would find that it holds onto the hair, and as you kind of move your hand away from you further, and the hair moves with it, and it starts to like stretch to the end of the length of your hair, it will eventually jump off the palm of your hand and just like hang on to the large swath of hair that it's grabbed and just like swing from the swath of hair, just rubbing its face in the hair.
I'm fucking. I don't know, dude. I don't get what's going on here.
Roll another insight if you need. I'm not trying to do this as like a punishment or nothing. You know, it's free to do whatever you need to try and understand what's happening here. Totally fine. Yeah, so with a crit succeed, you actually think you're 100% on the right path. This thing wants your hair. It loves your hair for some reason. You think if you were to give it some of your hair, that probably is exactly what it's looking for, but even if it was just to be left to hang from your hair and enjoy it, you think it'd be pretty happy. Like, that just seems to be what this thing wants.
You now have an earring.
you have a special hair ornament. I would also add, I guess, with that insight, there's a degree to which you truly do feel that there is no level of malicious intent from this thing. Like,
okay, that's more in line of what I
yeah,
was hoping.
it is truly just like it is obsessed with your hair for some reason or another. Like, there's just nothing more that it wants. Nothing it's looking for beyond doing what it's doing.
Okay. Kara would, after determining this, like, okay, fine, I will let you down, but and give you some of my hair, please. Just release.
It does not release. It continues to hold on, but it's not hanging like halfway up your hair. It's towards the end of your hair now because you moved your hand away. It slid out. The only reason it jumped off is it knew it was going to be removed from your hair. So it's just at the very end of like a strand.
Kara will put a hand under the chewinga to keep it from falling, and she'll take out one of her knives and just cut off the section that it's holding onto and let it keep it.
Awesome. So you cut the section off. It will fall like half an inch into
my
your
hand.
hands. It doesn't seem very ready for that, so it kind of falls on its butt. But as soon as it realizes what's happened, it stands up. It's still holding your hair in its arms, and it kind of like shakes itself off a little. It looks up at you. It looks down at the hair. It realizes that it's free, and it does a quick pirouette. Spins in place on your hand, and then you watch as it takes the hair. And in handfuls, it starts to like hold it up towards its head. And every time that it pushes it up towards its head, it lets it go. And the hair sits there for like a fraction of a second and then falls to your palm. And the chewinga very quickly starts to reach down to the piles that are falling and try and like put it on its head. But it's very clearly a failing endeavor as nothing stays there. And it slowly starts to get very kind of depressed and deflated, and it sits down on the palm of your hand and just kind of grabs the hair and holds it tight and looks very disappointed.
I think I see what you're trying to do, and there might be a solution for this little one.
It looks up at you expectantly.
No, I'm gonna need both of my hands for this, so I'm gonna put you down on the ground.
It holds the hair tighter. If anything, it like
You
reaches
can-
for any leftover tufts on the palm of your hair to make sure it has everything, or palm of your hand, make sure it has everything.
So Kara will set it down, and she will go through her herbalism kit for some of the, like, stitching material,
Okay.
and she will make like a little crown with it, like a little spool of thread that she can tie the hair to.
With an herbalism
And
kit?
maybe I'm thinking of the healer's kit, and I was confusing the two of them. It might not be in the
so
herbalism
I'm
kit.
going to open it up and just say, like, there's a lot that you can do here, because this is where I'm totally looking for however your character wants to manage this. An herbalism kit to me or something like that would be like maybe you could make like an adhesive. If you want to do like a sewing kit, that would have thread that you can make a crown out of.
I think I'm thinking more sewing kit. I don't know where I found the herbalism kit, but apparently I have one.
If you have one, that's fine. And if you want to try and do like a roll to make some like sticky material or something, I think that's totally accessible with an herbalism kit.
I think my goal was just to make like
You want to make like a little thread crown.
a little thread crown that it can put
That's
that
fine.
material
I think
the
that
hair
you'd be
in.
more than capable of trying that. Do you have like a sewing kit or something like that? It's okay if you don't. You can make it from like
no,
your
I
tunic or something. And I'm just gonna make you do a roll instead of just giving it to you free.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a roll.
That's fine, totally fine. So I'm gonna say probably something like sleight of hand or maybe even acrobatics. I'll give to you, but like, you're gonna peel some threads off of a cloth, your clothing a little.
If you're gonna give
try
me
and make
acrobatics, I'll 100% use that.
Yeah, well, I think sleight of hand for you is an advantage from one of your runes, right? I think that's
yes,
why I was
it is.
sleight of hand. So
Sleight of hand is an
or,
advantage.
either or. Acrobatics, I know you have a better roll. Sleight of hand, you have advantage.
I'll do sleight of
Whichever way
hand.
you want to go. Yeah. Okay, 21. That's beautiful. More than enough for you to just kind of like take some frayed edge of your tunic or something, and you quickly kind of roll it in your fingers and pull it off, and it turns into a couple threads that you quickly roll together into a tiny little braided rope of some sort. Not like braided per se, but it's overlapping enough that it's got some strength. And you tie it into a tiny little crown, and you put it over the Chewinga's head, and just can tell it to try and shove the hair into the crown. And it does so. It starts like stuffing it up in, and you see it readjust the little thread crown a couple times. But as it starts to compile these hairs into it, fill it out, it very much seems to almost gain this very beautiful wig-like appearance. It's of course not as like a real wig where the hair is kind of coming from its scalp. It's more like the hairs are all straight and like pointing into almost like a cone or a hat on top of its head. But it seems very satisfied with itself, and it spins in your hand again. Just kind of standing there as you examine the work you've done and the work it's done. And as the hair trails off into this sort of almost like, how like when skirts, when girls spin, just create that like beautiful wavy
they
effect.
flutter.
It's very much
Yeah.
like your hair is doing that, and it seems very happy and satisfied with itself, and it like jumps in joy and clicks its heels together. And after it does so, it actually is going to jump out of your hand. And when it lands in the snow, it doesn't really stumble or anything. It just looks up at you, and it waves its arm as if for you to follow it.
Okay. Kara will call back towards Vellynne, who she knows could probably still hear her. I'm following a tiny ice spirit because it wants to show me something. I'll be back.
Okay. So as it starts to move away, and I assume you start to follow it, it actually will stop. It knows there is another person in the tiny hut, and it actually will point to Vellynne. It points to her and then like waves, like follow, to clarify.
Vellynne, do you have any interest in following?
I have interest in sleeping. And it just waves more aggressively.
I'm sorry, little one. It seems she does not want to follow.
It shakes its head no, and it points to you, and it points to Vellynne, and it waves its hand.
I see you're insisting, but it'd be very rude of me to take her with me without her agreement.
It shakes its head, it points to Vellynne, and it gives you a thumbs up, and then it waves its hand again.
I'm sorry, little one. I can't do that.
It runs over, and it slams its fist on the tiny hut, and it just like points at Vellynne, and then it shakes its head, and it makes an X, and it sits down in the snow. If you need another insight check, feel free, by the way. Anytime.
No, I know it wants me to get her to follow regardless of whether Vellynne wants to follow or not.
Okay.
But I don't see Vellynne. Kara will sit down next to the spirit and just, I don't think you're going to succeed on this one. Vellynne's had a very tough time and she wishes to sleep. I'm not going to wake her up.
So it walks over closer to you, and it points to her, and it points to you, and then it points in the direction of the rest of your compatriots, and then it points in a different direction and waves for you to follow it.
Do you know where my companions are, little one?
It nods.
Are they not where I thought they were?
It shakes its head no, as in they are where you thought you were, or they are where you thought they were. And then it points off. It points off essentially to like the east afterwards again, and then like waves for you to follow it. And it points to Vellynne, of course, as well. Like it wants her to come too.
I can come back and get Vellynne if you wish to show me where it is you're walking.
It shakes its head no, as if it truly wants both of you to follow.
Can we wait until morning?
It shakes its head no. If anything, you get a sense that it's getting impatient at this point and actually kind of wants to walk away from you all. It already got what it wants. It just wants to give you its reward. But if you don't take it soon, it's just going to walk away. That sort of thing.
Vellynne, I would appreciate it if you could follow me.
Why?
Because this creature wants to give us something.
What?
It's not like it's spoken to me out loud. It's just gestures.
Well, if it's not going to reunite us with the rest of... Well, honestly, I only care about Plusacarthus. If it's not going to bring me back to him, then let's just sleep so we can get back to him, or...
It seems to know where they are.
Okay, so... Wait, hold on! Sits up, looks over at you, starts to rub her eyes. The snow spirit senses Plusacarthus?
So it would seem.
What does it want?
For us to follow it.
No, like, they usually want items.
Oh, it wanted some of my hair.
Did you give it to it?
Yes?
Rubs her eyes again. Stands up, stretches her limbs, slowly starts to roll her bedroll. We got a 50-50 shot it's gonna curse us or help us, so... Better than waiting here.
Looks down at the spirit. One moment, she's getting ready.
Thumbs up. If anything, it reaches its arms up again for you to pick it up.
Kara will pick up the spirit and put it on her shoulder.
Okay. So once Vellynne is ready and walks out of the tiny hut and it kind of casts itself away. The Chwinga will just start pointing in a direction to the east.
Alright, I will follow its directions with
Alright,
Vellynne
so
in
just give me
tow.
a survival roll really quick.
And because I'm actually out in the elements, I could use my thing again.
I know. That's what I'm expecting. So it takes
24.
no time at all for you to follow the Chwinga's instructions. And what you stumble across, strangely enough, is a hand sticking out of the snow, upon which rests a black Chardelin ring with a snowflake on it.
Oh, son of a whore.
What?
You know the ring that they disappeared with after they grabbed?
What about it?
There's another one on the ground right there.
Finally, Vellynne wakes up. What? It's been like stumbling behind you this entire time.
Well, it seems we have a shortcut to get to them.
Okay. So I guess I will ask Kara, what is it you wish to do?
Well, Kara's gonna thank the Chwinga. And I appreciate your assistance, little one.
It jumps off your shoulder, lands in the snow, and looks up at you and waves. Its beautiful
Kara.
flowing red hair waving in the
Kara
wind.
will bow to it and walk over towards the ring.
Vellynne
and-
will follow.
Put a hand on Vellynne to make sure that when she picks this thing up, it takes the both of them.
Fair.
And she's like, okay, here we go. And she'll remove the ring.
Awesome. As you do so, you and Vellynne would, of course, warp over to here. You
Just
can
the
put
Goku
yourself onto
pop
the
noise.
walkway as you would normally. I'm going to say, in this instance, it probably makes sense since a lot of time would have passed, and I know the party is going to be resting. The horse steed makes its way into the cave. Plizakarthus and the zombie probably are also in the cave. You guys can change and move your positions as you feel necessary. Leif, same to you. If you don't want to be at the fire and you want to be at the snow dogs, that's fine. So this is probably about 8, maybe 10 hours after afternoon. So the people who have been here, if there's anything that you guys have wanted to do, so Leif, I know you've been wanting to tame the ice doggos. If you want to do another animal handling check on that, feel free. Mace, Pluzak, if there's anything you guys would have been doing, it's absolutely something we can discuss. But as long as you guys were intending to stay here, like it seemed like you were, eventually, Kara, you and Vellynne would just kind of appear on this path. You would see, you two would not know anything of what's ahead, of course. You don't know your party is in the cave here. But you would see footsteps. Essentially, most of them are heading towards this cave ahead of you, but there are like 2 footstep paths heading away from it. But you would also see those same footsteps coming back eventually as well. So most things seem to lead towards this cave. So what you wish to do with that is up to you guys. Before Kara and Vellynne move, though, let me just go back to the rest of the party. So Leif, Mace, and Pluzak with the rest of the afternoon. Is there anything you guys would kind of want to try and do?
I'm just writing in my journal about the ring, about what it does, about
Okay.
these dragons, about this place,
Okay.
about the changes that have been happening to Leif and my concern for his newly found power.
Okay. Absolutely. I think that's awesome. How about you, Mace?
I would mostly be placing my horse away from where the dragons can reach it.
Totally fair.
And I'll honestly just be resting. Cause
I think if
don't-
anything, they probably would have started to drag the corpses back towards their dead. So
Yeah.
at least one of those corpses is being consumed right now.
But yeah, for the most part, he'll just be resting. I don't think he has anything that he wants to do at the moment other than wait for the time when they can actually, head off and meet with the rest.
Okay, very interesting. All right, so as you do that, just so you know, there would be a point where Chance actually would kind of ask you, "Hey, Mace, I kind of have, well, there's something I want to know. Do you mind?
No, what's going on?
I'm just, well, are you mad?
Why would I be?
I don't know, but I've been thinking for a while now, and I know you dedicated yourself to Kara and all that, but I actually have agreed to be technically the servant of, well, Marino's not exactly a god, but like I'm in the service of a deity-like thing, and I don't know, that was never something you wanted, so I've been kind of curious. Just, are you mad?
Well, to be fair, we both got into a deal early on, before we even really knew what it entailed. You might have known a little more at the beginning, but it was still something that was laid upon us a little less than gracefully.
I mean,
And
I
so-
agree, but like, that was between us, you know? Like, you made your oath to me. I made my oath to something else, and it wasn't something Dad, wanted for us, I think.
I get that. But you're also your own person. Even if I have to carry you around all day.
I mean, technically you
So,
don't anymore. I could walk around. It's just he kind of like stretches his tendrils and is just. I
right,
find this form actually more comfortable. Not gonna lie.
I get that. All I'm trying to say is, whatever direction you want it to head, regardless of whether it is with me or somewhere else,
It'll never be someone else, Mace.
well, it's still yours. And I wouldn't want to take that away from you. So, for now, our interests align, and, even though Dad's vision for us might not be exactly perfect, his original plans also were kind of made out of desperation. So, no matter how smart he was, he also made mistakes. All that matters is that you don't regret what you're doing with your life.
So at that point, Chance kind of like you almost feel like he gulps. Not that he necessarily swallows in what he is, but
Uh-huh.
definitely seems to come across that way. And he's just like, "What? Would does that mean? Um, so it sounds like you expect me to live without you. Would you be mad if I didn't?
No, no. If you want to stay, then you're always welcome to.
Oh, 'cause that was I haven't told you, but that was what I promised Marino.
Well, then hold the better for me. I honestly would have had a bit of a hard time if you just left, but
No, I mean,
seeing as
when you die, I die. The
oh,
hammer that I am might exist, but my consciousness, it will leave when you do.
I see. And how does that work with he just kind of pantomimes Kara's visage.
I mean, so you're one of her, and here you are. As long as she wants you to remain, you will remain. As long as you remain, I'll remain. But for the power that I have, well, I told Marno that you were the only one I ever wanted to wield me, so they promised I would never be wielded by another.
Okay, yeah, I understand. But yeah, I think we can work with that. Let us just figure it out as we go, and whatever happens next, we'll deal with it together.
You feel an exceptional amount of joy from Chance, of course, as he simply agrees and basically says, "That's all I could ever hope for. Everything that we face, I just want to maintain my position at your side so that we can face
Good.
it together."
I'm glad. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah, he definitely you sense very much the same from his end as well. But besides that, your night passes pretty, or your afternoon, I should say, passes pretty freely. Pluzak and the zombie. Anything you guys want to do as the afternoon progresses? I mean, you said the notes, of course, but I just more meant like any actual other actions.
No, no, I'm good.
Alrighty. So Leif, I'm assuming you're back there trying to tame your snow puppies. What are we thinking?
Oh yeah. So we'll just try and give them some more food. Just trying to keep being friendly, getting them used to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay with me being there and everything, playing with them and stuff. Just I guess more, yeah, like trying to domesticate them. I would say on my way through, I would try and see if there were like harnesses or leashes or anything on near their, what I assume was their like kind of kennels, to see if that they had been tamed by the guys that were here.
Okay. I am looking. 1 second.
I don't think there was, but
You do not see anything in the regards of leashes. You do see the gates look like they were essentially chained closed, and that's probably the closest thing you see to a leash.
Hmm.
By nature of the undisturbed kind of nature of these cells, you do think that it's been a long time since the dragons were even in them. Yeah, you would think that essentially the humanoids, the berserkers that were here, were keeping these dragons under control mostly by just nature of feeding them. Um, I will also tell you how I want to do this. Roll me a history or an insight check, your choice, whatever's higher for you.
Both zeros.
Okay, hold on a sec. History, insight, or religion? Probably also a 0 though.
Yeah, probably also a zero. Yes, it is.
All
Okay.
right, so of your choice between
Big money.
All right, so how do I want to describe this? You're going to learn something regardless. I'm just trying to figure out the right way to say it without giving too much away. You believe that the snow dogs were very clearly being raised here for a purpose. You're just not clear on what that was. That might have been obvious before, but with a 9, I can't really give you much more. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
That's about all. But yeah, if you want to continue, if only Mace. Sadly, that's not the case. Yeah, if you want to continue in there, you would find the dragons continuing to munch on a slowly freezing corpse. You don't think you would need to throw them food. They're very much enjoying what's here. But with how busy they are, you think you could approach either of them pretty readily if you want to try and do some, dragon petting or training or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd start with the one that knows me better instead of running up on the one that doesn't while he's trying to eat.
Alrighty. What are you thinking of doing?
I would try and see petting it and stuff like before. Trying to see if I could get its attention away from food without being aggressive on it, to see if it's purely just food driven over here, or if it would.
I will let you do an animal handling check with advantage, since it is still the one that's friendly to you, and we'll see how that comes out.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I've been waiting for this roll right here. Yep.
13.
So,
Okay.
so
13's not
good.
terrible though. It's enough that you're definitely able to kind of stroke its neck and its back while it's eating, but it's not really paying more attention to you than it is the food. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, I would try and do the same with the other one, approaching it slowly or slowlier.
So just give me a normal animal handling check. With a 7, it would snap at your hands as you kind of reach out for it. It is too wary to allow you to touch it while it's feasting. But it doesn't, it's not like it continues to attack you. It's far more interested in the corpse than it is you.
Okay.
So, all right, we're going to do this. I'm going to give you some time to think is why I'm doing this.
Mhm.
I assume that since this is your goal, Leif is probably going to spend his night here. So we're going to
Yeah.
say a couple hours pass as you continue to try and, familiarize yourself with these two wormlings. So, Kara, at this point, you would certainly come onto map, as would Vellynne. And the two of you can start to approach the cave. You can start to leave, whatever you wish to do. But at this point, Kara, if there's something you want to do, let me know.
I mean, I could still sense their position, right?
Absolutely. And you would know that they are dead ahead of you in this strange cave-like structure.
Well, I would look down at Vellynne and go,
Yeah,
they're
she's
in there.
with you. In the cave?
They're in the cave.
Well, either way, I trust you more than anything.
Kara would walk up the path and just kind of wingedly jump up to this part.
Yeah, I think Vellynne will follow you without too much issue. Is there anything you're going to say as you approach, though? Or are you just kind of, walking in?
Just walking in like I own the place.
Alrighty. Well, I
Duck
guess the
under
first
the
person
edge.
that would probably notice you is Pluzakarthus. Pluzakarthus, you watch as a giant Kara ducks under the wooden structure. Probably, 9 or 10 o'clock at night, something like that. Actually, no, it'd be a little later, but either way. Close to midnight, I think. Yeah, you see Kara walk in, and then shortly afterwards comes in Vellynne.
BTF, mate.
I mean, watched you guys.
Pluzakarthus! Vellynne flies over and tackles you.
Okay. Not in front of the zombie.
You're gonna teach it bad things.
The zombie covers its eyes, slowly raises its hands. It's not actually even covering its eyes, its hands are on its forehead, but you get the meaning.
Yeah. How'd you get here?
Same
Were
way
we
you
that
did.
close? Oh.
Kara befriended a chewinga by giving it her hair, apparently, and it led her and
what?
me to, go ahead.
Little native ice spirit.
That. And it led us to another ring, and Kara pulled it, and we both came here.
We had to fly for
Okay.
about a day first.
It's been
Well,
tiring.
okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't leave like I wanted to, because that would have been a disaster.
Vellynne's just nodding furiously. Yes, that is a very good thing.
To bring you up to speed, Leif has increased his power even more with being able to get people to wear these rings, and they do the same magical properties that happened previously, apparently teleporting you to the beginning of the path to this cave.
How loud are you saying
And,
this?
As long as he's not trying
Just
to be
just a
secretive, you'll
normal
probably be able to
voice.
hear it. Yeah, the cave's echo. So.
Yeah.
I
You would
just
have heard
kinda-
And-
you would have heard Vellynne scream and tackle Pluzak.
Oh, absolutely would have heard that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I hear that. I just peek my head around the little corner here and I go, not an increase in power, an increase of the knowledge of my power. And then back to the dogs.
Yeah, you guys absolutely
Knowledge.
hear that echo down the hallway. Absolutely.
He's
great.
becoming more self-aware.
Which is even more dangerous, if we're being honest.
Yes. Yeah. Still
I don't know.
not intelligent.
I drink less
Oh,
now. I
absolutely
drink less
mutually
now. I'm
exclusive.
thinking,
Absolutely.
I think these beverages have been clouding my brain.
And
My liver says it's okay. My brain says it's not.
Oh no, it's the Irish contingency.
We didn't need an intervention.
it's
Oh,
weird.
God.
Everything's not blurry now all the time. I don't understand.
Oh, Lord.
My thoughts have thoughts.
This is
We went
strange.
through.
The slug looks
we-
over.
we went
Help.
I bet.
We went through a common use hole. Apparently, is what Leif called it.
Wait, you're not a common
Um,
use hold version anymore? God damn it.
I guess not. And Leif.
Can I
is
use the common use
trying
hole you used?
to-
I want to be a common use hold sister with you.
It just
I feel like Pluzak just like
Her
slow
arms.
blinks, like one eye and then the other sort of
cocking
thing.
her head off to the side slightly.
He's trying to tame 2 snow puppies
What the fuck's a snow puppy? You mean like a seal?
with wings, and claws, and teeth, and tails.
What sort of seal has those things?
Exactly.
Oh god. I'm gonna say Vellynne is too tired to actually recognize what you're saying. She'll notice when she sees one. How about you, Kara?
Kara's just letting the conversations happen and just. Well, we did get interrupted in the middle of our sleep. Is there a spot deeper in the cave to rest?
It doesn't matter where you rest.
I'm kind of worried about the
There
whole
are
snow puppies
some-
thing. So maybe not near them?
I mean, we feed them. The
That's-
people that
Yeah.
were here before used to feed them.
Like a dangerous
we killed them.
proposition.
And they still do, just in a different way.
Yes,
Jesus.
that is very true. Mason's back, baby. Mace was having some Leif moments earlier too, but it sounds like he's back.
Okay, so
I blame the ring.
Speaking of, I guess none of you technically have one right now, just to be clear.
Yeah, not right now, but it is.
We'll
It's
discuss it
it's in
later.
my brains. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
so
But yeah, there are some sleeping bags on the other side, past the small chasm. You should be able to rest there if you want, and we'll try to keep the wild animals in check. Don't worry.
why does it feel like everyone's walking on eggshells? What did he tame?
Well, he hasn't tamed it yet, which is why I don't really want to
Go-
address the
go take a
issue
look.
right now.
Yeah, go take a look.
Zach, go
Kara.
take a look.
Kara's just gonna look this way.
There,
I
there you go
mean,
now.
you would see Leif standing over in
Who's
front
a
of
good boy?
something, but you can't quite see
Who's a
what.
good boy? Who's a good boy?
Kara will
You would
just
also hear him
walk-
saying that.
Who's a good? Is a good boy?
Kara
You got a
will
little
just
snack?
walk
You got a
over
little
here
snack?
and kind of poke her head around the corner.
You got a little snack? You got a little snacky snack? Yeah.
You would see Leif leaning down with like a ration in both hands. Just these 2 white dragon warblings eating them. One of them seems to be like very happy with getting close to him. The other one is at a distance still.
Purely food driven.
Yeah, truly food driven. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you little meat popsicle. Yeah, you little meat popsicle.
You
The
give the more
connotation of
frozen
that
one to
name.
the green marked dragon, and it seems much happier to be eating frozen meat.
Oh, the cold meats. Cold meats. Yeah.
He's got a stiff arm on his hand. Just
Kara, you just hear Leif muttering, "Ooh, the cold meats. Yeah, the cold meats." God.
Well,
We gotta kill Leif.
if he starts chanting about changing the weather, well, we know what to do.
well,
Oh god.
we might have committed the mistake of making him a religious figure.
What are you suggesting?
For now, it's pretty informal, and all of his would-be followers are now food. So I think we're in the clear, but I'll keep an eye out on it for you.
Okay. Here's the deal. I need to stand up for half a second again because I got someone looking at me. I still intend for us to do more. I just want to ask, does the party want to try and do a long rest here and then like move out in the morning since it's kind of midnight-ish? Like, what's the concept?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. So, if that's the case, then think up some stuff that you might want to do during a long rest, and I will be right back. And then we will do the long rest when I get here, and you guys can, I assume, leave the cave in the morning and see what we come across. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Have you just tried like commanding the dragons?
That was that's where my brain is now. I was like, oh, I could just
Okay.
try and do that. Yeah. That's what I was thinking that just trying different commands or just like really like willing it into existence and see if that helps. And then
I
if
mean,
not, try
I still
some
have speak with animals as a thing. If they
fetch,
have,
fetch
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I can just
I don't
talk to them.
I'm not
well,
sure they
he
count
tried
as
talking
animals.
with them, but they weren't like
Yeah, but I tried talking with
intelligent
my
enough to
slug.
respond.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's different if talk with animals, if that's just communicating with them. So if they are unintelligent, then it's fucked. Or if it's different than just being
Which is
able to
weird.
speak their language.
Are these white dragon hatchlings?
Snow puppies, number one.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's something.
Probably white dragon wormlings, maybe. 'Cause those are medium size.
Yeah, I was kind of.
Yeah, the intelligence isn't high enough, and that's why he was probably getting they can't really speak. Although a 5 intelligence, I think for an animal,
Pretty good.
it's up
It's pretty good.
to Rick anyway.
My one dog's
But
probably only a 5 intelligence, maybe a 3.
but speak with animals has a specific number their intelligence has to be, right?
Not with the old version. Maybe the new version does. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness may be limited by their intelligence, but at minimum can give you information about whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. Might be able to persuade them to do a small favor at GM discretion.
Yeah, so it's definitely limited. You can't have like a conversation with it outside of like basic stuff, I would assume.
Well, when it gets to large, when it goes from a wormling to a young white dragon, it learns common somewhere in the middle of that.
Nice. I'm gonna teach it common wrong, so it doesn't know how to talk to people.
As far as dragons go, white dragons are kind of dumb.
Yep. At least, well, they are chromatic, so they're technically evil by default.
Yep.
But seeing as Leif has domain over the cold and ice, it should be fine.
Yeah, I hear that white dragons are dumb. Mostly hear that from people that don't have white dragons. So interesting.
Are you sure about
Racist.
That's weird because you don't have a white dragon either.
You
Ooh.
shut your little mouth. You shut your little turtle beak.
You have a wormling.
It's not a worm. See, this is why I don't trust you. It's got wings. It's obviously a dog.
Fucking Leif is looking on Google right now. WORM. Pluzak is going, why? WY.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
God.
GPT is coming back to him. You spelled this wrong.
You just keep
think you
yelling
meant-
why. You
Yeah,
just keep
exactly.
yelling why, and I'm like, stop asking questions.
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean, why? I'm just looking it up. All right. Regardless, I'm back. So, long rest. Take it if you want it. Anything else anyone wants to do during it? I'm sure Leif is going to do another animal handling roll.
Oh, I'm gonna just fucking roll the fuck out of these fucks.
I'll give you one more for this long rest, and then if you want to spend the next day doing more, we can discuss that. But you got one advantage on green and one regular on red if you want it.
I mean, before Kara would go to long rest, I would hear him trying to tame these 2 dragon wormlings, and I would probably walk over and speak with animals to
Okay. So,
listen to what they're thinking, so I can hear what they're saying.
It's
Okay.
just static.
so you're going to stand close enough that you can hear what they're yelling at him,
Yes,
but not try and communicate with them.
I want to hear what they're saying first.
Okay. So, Leif, I guess we'll go to you. As you try your final animal handlings for the night, what is it that you're trying to do, Leif?
Okay. So I'm gonna just try and see if I can figure out if these guys taught him anything. So, like, just I'm gonna be like, what do you tell a dragon? You just tell it to like sit, wait, stay, try all sorts of things. Kill, attack. At the dude thing.
Right, so you're thinking these things, or you're saying these things? Are you telepathically communicating? What's like what? I'm just a little lost.
So yes. So this is where my brain's at. Okay. So I would like, and you tell me there's too many things to try, and I'll pick one if you want.
No,
But like
you have a whole long rest. I'm gonna only give you the singular checks, but it's
Okay.
nighttime on a long rest. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some verbal commands.
Okay.
I'm gonna try some slug commands,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try. I've willed rings into existence. I've willed protection forces out of existence. I'm gonna try and will these creatures into essentially following me as their master, the Lord of Cold.
Okay.
I am the reason they're here.
Yeah.
It's
So, all
time.
right, we're gonna take those one at a time then, because I think
Okay.
all three are valid in terms of attempting them. Kara, you'd be walking up as he goes into the first attempt here. So Leif, I guess what do you want to try first? Is the best way. I'll let you order them in your own.
I would try verbal cues first.
Okay.
Verbal commands.
So which verbal commands do you use? I'm assuming you say them in common.
Yes.
Okay.
I only know common and orc and slug, so yeah, we'll do common.
Okay. So what are you saying specifically?
I would say I guess I would try down.
Do you do anything with your hands, or you just say down?
Yeah, like your dogs, like you're talking to a dog, like you push, like you're pushing down to the ground, kind of thing. Your common dog down.
Okay. I was going to initially only give you one animal handling check, but I think I'll give you one per thing you're doing to respond to that action.
Oh, okay.
Again, we will give green as advantage, red as normal. So give me one advantage check and one normal check, animal handling, to see how they respond to your verbal/hand commands.
All right. Advantage. Fuck.
They both stare at you and then look back at the corpse and start eating again.
Okay.
Did they say anything that I can hear while this happens?
Honestly, with that level of animal handling, no. Both of them just go back to eating. They seem completely non-interested. If anything, Kara, you recognize that he has done such a bad job, they have nothing to say. He's like, down,
That
and
is
slaps the
crazy.
ground, and both of them just completely turn away. That's about it.
So, Kara will walk in. So you just found them here.
Yes, but watch. It'll work. It'll work this time. It'll work this time. Watch.
I love Leif.
I look at the other one, and I go. I kind of like roll my shoulders back, right, and stand up
Oh,
tall.
God.
I go.
If you crit
Down.
this, by the way, I'm going to be mad. No.
Oh!
God damn it. God damn it. All right. It has no clue what he's saying, Kara. You can tell by the confusion on its face. It doesn't say anything outright, but it does see him move his hand towards the ground, and it will lay down in that action, and it will stare at him for a moment, realize that he doesn't have any meat in his hands, and then stand back up and continue to eat the corpse next to it, and you would hear under its breath, I don't know what I fucking thought.
I'm gonna look at Karen. I'm gonna go. See?
Kara will look to the two of them. So how long have you guys been here?
Interesting.
over a day.
Okay. So, remind me, with... You're using speak to animals, I assume, to talk directly to them.
Yes.
Does it make you sound like them, or do they just understand you magically?
Magically, we can understand each other.
Okay, so Leif, you would hear her say that. The red dragon would continue eating. The green dot would look up at you, Kara. Leif, you would only hear growls. Kara, you would hear, this is an answer. I'm just going to message it at you.
Okay.
Hold on a second, more is coming. There you go.
3 years, you say. Interesting.
Sorry, I think you know what the last one says. Just quick at it.
Yeah. Kara will look at the one with the red dot and just kind of glare at it slightly. That one needs some work.
I agree.
So what's your plan here, Leif?
I mean, I feel like if I can get these two snow dogs good enough, we can take them with us. Wouldn't hurt. It would help.
Okay. I do have a couple of questions for you. Want to see where your head's at with this?
It's Leroy and Jenkins.
Okay. They grow fast and they eat more. What's the plan for that? Also, they said their names are Clem and Tizer. You shit.
Okay. Those were we'll call them that. Yep. Okay.
Oh wow, they need some etiquette.
We can feed them bad guys. Obviously, there's plenty of that.
Don't go to sleep near them. That's all I have to say.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Yeah, we just we feed them bad guys. There's the whole army, Mallow's army. We don't need them. Those people.
Mallow's army. You're talking about the Hex?
Yeah, yeah. All those guys. All those
Uh,
guys. They
as
train.
amusing as it would be to have an army, it has two dragons trying to eat an assassination organization. I don't think it's very feasible.
Well, once they're bigger, it would be fine.
As far as dragons go, these are white dragons, yes? They tend to be a bit more chaotic, and
Okay.
I'll use the word evil.
I mean, I would just say dragon. I wouldn't really put a label on them like white, red, black, whatever.
They do have labels, and the color does play a part in that.
Okay.
They are about 3 years old, according to Leroy. Glam?
Well, what else are we gonna do? We can't just leave them.
No, we wouldn't leave them.
Look at him. Look at Glim's face. You can't leave that.
As you say that, you're staring at the green dot, but the red dot is the one that raises its head.
Glam is the one that needs some help.
Right. What I meant to say,
Tizar.
Yep, Tizar. That's yep. We're learning. We're all learning here. I'm learning about myself. I'm learning about dragons. Dragons are learning about me.
So when they become larger than you, how are you gonna rein them in?
Obviously, I'd have to yell because their ears would be much higher, or I could just talk to them with my slug.
That's
I love Leif as a character. That was a Homer
That is-
Simpson line, like when he picks up the
That's-
phone and he's like, "You'll have to speak up. I'm not wearing any pants." Well, listen, when they grow up, I'll clearly have to speak louder because their heads will be higher. Like, I'm so great. I'm sorry. That was just wonderful. That really tickled me. Oh man.
They were obviously here for a purpose.
yeah, they were being fed the bodies of people that didn't believe in.
All right,
Where
Kara
are we,
and
by the
Leif,
way?
with that finally being said, because I've been waiting for that to be mentioned, both of you please give me an insight check.
Okay.
I'm thinking about nothing.
Just them both fail miserably.
No, actually, a 13 is pretty close. Might give you something at least. What's Kara got? Ooh,
There we
wonderful.
go.
So we'll give it to Kara instead. Leif, you don't quite pick up anything. You're just thinking your thing. Kara, as he says that, you actually kind of stop, and you think to yourself, and you realize... Well, actually, how would Kara recognize this? They mentioned the fire to you, right?
Oh, maybe they did up there.
Mace, I thought, explained to you the fire thing, right?
Yeah.
I told them and how they got the rings. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you stop to consider the fact that, especially you, Kara, a Valkyrie, you use the powers of your goddess Freya, you have this kind of divine energy flowing through you. There's just this level of understanding you have of how divine powers work. And you realize if the flame here worked off of the power of the Frostmaiden, it had to have been granted by the Frostmaiden. And the fact that Leif seemed to have some level of control over it, if it was mentioned to you, if not either way, this is still kind of relevant, seems to just, hit home to you. Oh, okay. Divine powers are at work here. Whoever was here, if it was those berserkers, whatever, they were working with, or for, most likely, the Frostmaiden. You think back, and you specifically, especially with your relationship to the Frostmaiden, recognize, oh shit, she rode that rock in order to be able to cast the Endless Winter. But Arl was no slouch. She was no idiot. She knew if that rock got taken out, she likely would have needed something to replace it. These are two white dragon wormlings. As long as one of them reaches adulthood with some level of domestication, well, hello. And it's a dragon. A white dragon. It can't do anything to a fucking frost god like Arl. Like, the dots instantly connect for you, and you recognize she had these things raising these dragons so that she could use them in the future.
Oh.
Dragons take a long time to raise, right? So
Yeah.
set them up and go, right? As long as the berserkers hunt for anything meat they could feed, all those dots just instantly connect for you.
So, Leif, what if I told you the Frostmaiden had intended to raise these dragons as her mounts, and that they would be used for unspeakable horrors?
Then it sounds like we could ride them as mounts and just not use them for unspeakable horrors.
This,
maybe
the-
just the occasional unspeakable horror.
or one or two here or
Listen,
there.
it's
You let
only
it out.
unspeakable if it's against you. For us, it's just horrors.
For us, we speak about it.
We talk about it first. We plan it. For us, it's planned horrors. Oh God.
Every once in a while, right? You gotta get it out of your system. I go out, I get blackout drunk. Okay, I don't do it every day.
I'm not going to complain when a village goes missing and my dragons are full. All right.
I might complain about that, to be completely fair.
Think of the peace that would be kept in the 10 towns.
Oh God.
What's the repercussions of your action?
They're already terrified of dragons from the Shardolin dragon. You know,
You do
what's
realize
terrorizing
that
them more?
The 10 towns are probably closer to the 7 towns right now, and that they have a deep-seated hatred and fear of dragons.
That's because they don't understand.
That's because they've never met snow puppies.
The best thing about this is if you know anything about Lord of the Rings, this is just typical, like, you can't use the weapon of your enemy against your enemy. And Leif is just like, let's use the weapon of our enemy against our enemy.
But the problem is,
he's
Fred,
Boromir.
the problem is, even in your analogy, as much as he is Boromir, he's Boromir been turned into one of the mages, right? Or one of the wizards. He
yeah.
might be a gray, but he is still sitting in that level above human. That is like,
Yeah.
So
you're absolutely right, but it's like a mix of concepts here.
Because it kind of makes sense in my head.
Oh man, that's amazing.
We know. We definitely know.
And honestly, that makes me happy more than anything, Leif. I'm glad that it makes sense in your head. Because as long as it does, you can do whatever you want. You're a god.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. Sorry, party.
I may object to taking dragons with us. This might be a group vote deal. Hang on, I'm gonna go consult the others real quick.
Wouldn't I be a part of the vote?
Yes, you are. I did say it was a group vote deal. Hang on.
And then
This
do I
is-
get extra? Do I get extra votes for?
Can I vote
Glim
for the
and
dragons? Yeah.
Tarjan?
No,
I tried, guys.
The green one nuzzles up close to you and is you just feel it's like thank you. It does, you don't hear it, but you feel it is. The other one bites your hand.
I
So,
understand. I deserve that.
Caro will look at Pluzakarthus and Mace and go, so why didn't we kill the dragon?
I hope someone
Because-
mentions. Listen, we were coming out of a common use hole. Things were weird, all right.
I hear this.
We came out of a very sticky common use hole, and we kind of ran into one, and Leif kind of slapped it, but then kind of was like, "Yo, bro, we're friends," and it was friends with him. So that's how he's like friendly with one, and not the other because the other wasn't around, and
So the one that listens to him was the one he slapped, or the one that doesn't listen to him is the one they slapped?
the one that he slapped listens to him because he slapped it and then somehow convinced it like that was a greeting or an infection of love or something. You know, it's
physical
like that
violence is the way
abusive.
to a dragon's heart.
Yeah, it's like that abusive relationship that eventually turns into a domestic violence call.
Oh my god, I really like Fred. I'm pretty sure you've interacted with white dragons before, but like Chris, you did
Yep.
too, right? Like you've read their
Yeah.
description, because like you couldn't be more right, which is the funnier thing to me.
That's very
They're
true.
idiots that just fall in line due to physical violence.
So that's where we stand. We haven't killed him because we haven't needed to.
Oh, that's amazing.
I told Leif he had until tonight to convince them to come with us or tame them, and it doesn't seem like it's working, and, you know, the night is actually over.
Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, I thought that the dragons might become, or at least one of them could become an asset. We could technically, yes, get rid of them. We don't necessarily want to leave them unattended. We saw what happened last time a dragon was left unattended. So,
Because as far as the chromatic dragons go, white dragons are the least intelligent and most animalistic of the group. They're
Small hope.
basically feral.
right.
Okay.
Well, there was also a small hope that given Leif's newfound status, he might have a little more sway over creatures that belong to those
You
that domain.
You just hear down from
I
the cave.
just-
Ring bros for life.
I just want to point out, Kara, as you recognize that about white dragons, you stop and think about what has happened. Leif slapped one and then gave it food, and you're like, oh, now I understand why it's so friends with him. Stupid and animalistic and all that, you know? You're just, oh man, I'm so glad that came together the way it did.
White
Holy
dragons
shit.
are the frat bros of dragons.
Oh god. Well, that's why you're like honestly, that's why your crit been as bad as it could have been.
Are actually the bronze dragons.
Yes, that is true. But in terms of, again, the fact that you slapped it upside the face and then made friends with it is kind of why this is the one dragon where that was not a crit fail that mattered in the way it could have. If anything, you just proved dominance over it. Oh, it's crazy.
So if he doesn't successfully tame them by the end of this night, what was the plan? Just leave them, or were you going to kill them?
It's the end of the night, right? So like, we were gonna in the morning carry on
and just leave them.
The 10 towns. That was my plan. I was going to. I think he was gonna stay within a day's reach and keep feeding them food.
For me, I didn't have much of an intention of killing them.
He was going to use the ring to teleport back.
Right.
Okay, but was he going to get back to us?
I don't think he thought that far ahead.
It's Leif.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Kara's just like, kind of fidgeting, like slightly clapping her hands together in front of her forehead, just like thinking about what to do here. She turns around. Leif.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay? Don't worry. No, it's fine. Don't even worry. We're good. Throws some meat to each of them.
The green one grabs the meat and follows you about as far as here. The red one stays where it is.
Oh, did you guys have time to talk up here? That's nice. It's nice. What is this? Talking rock? Okay.
I mean, yeah, sure, we can call it that. So if you can't, let's use the word domesticate those dragons by the end of the night, what were you planning to do?
Well,
The
Bluzak wanted to leave.
over, by the way.
We need to find. Okay, Mr. Time Watch, get out of here. The night is still night. We don't even know actually what night time it is.
It's midnight.
Okay. Oh, okay. Didn't know you could see the sun, or moon. But
it's clear skies now. It's summertime, baby.
Oh, right. This guy's in this cave.
We're just outside.
We just we go about it. We were gonna leave. We were gonna look for you guys. We had to get the party back together. We were gonna do that. And I might just come back and give them some food, and then do what we need to do. And if they need stuff, then that's part of our needs. Like I told them, you get a pet to the 10 towns. You have to make sacrifices.
I wish the wording of that had been chosen a little bit differently. So I'll be honest. White dragons are a threat to literally life itself. That one, noticing the one on the wall of the cave that's inched closer.
It's ninja catting right now. It's staring at you until you turn away, and as soon as you turn away, it will move another 10 feet towards Leif.
Kara's gonna just keep it in its peripheral.
As soon as it thinks you've turned away, it still moves 10 feet towards Leif. I was actually counting down a minute in my head for each step.
So there might be some hope for that one, simply because I believe it. You asserted dominance, I guess, is the best way to explain it. The other one?
With my standard animal hello. I understand.
The other one? You have not asserted dominance.
I feel like Leif is immediately about to do that fucking internet meme, the guy who slaps all the kids at the party.
That's literally where my brain is. 100%.
You immediately go like robot walk over to the other one and just slap
the cat out of the tree. The other one, all the cops show up, start getting slapped across the face.
Exactly.
So,
oh no, Mace! Time to put it down. Oh God.
If I feel that they cannot be tamed, I'm killing them. Because we cannot have white dragons loose in the Icewind.
You say this one like steps over here.
I know you can understand exactly what I just said.
It nods 2 or 3 times, steps a little bit closer to Leif, and like nuzzles against his back.
You understand, like to the dragon worm, like you understand the rules. You step out of line, I will fucking end you.
Moves away from you even further, like.
And because I have advantage on intimidation, I just want to do that.
Go for it, man. I don't think it's gonna matter either way. Hey, Leif.
23 and a 20.
You feel this thing's claws start to dig into your side as it starts to cower behind you.
It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
You're pretty sure it whispers, "Protect me, mother."
Daddy, no.
No,
Carol-
mother. It says mother.
Carol will just lock eyes with the wormling and go, "If that's mom, I'm grandma."
It's just cowering behind Leif. It's trying not to meet eyes with you at all.
So if I
I was waiting to see who was going to get the next crit on this thing. Did not expect it to be shit.
if I tame both of them, then you won't kill them. This is what you're saying.
For now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna point out I already gave him the entire day to try to tame them, and he hasn't done it yet.
The
Time
adults
is
are
up.
talking. The adults are talking. Okay. And you
You know,
said
the last
this one.
person to say that
this
was
one-
Mallow, right?
Interesting. Interesting. So you want me to fuck your sister too? So
I don't.
Bro.
this one is only friendly because I dominated it. Is what you said.
Those were tangential to my words, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull a piece of meat and give it and tell this one down. I give it to him, and then I'm gonna walk down to the other one.
Yeah, I don't need a check on this one. At this point, this one's pretty much lock in step with what you're looking for. It doesn't necessarily understand your words, but it does understand your actions and the meat as you lower it to the floor, and it will lay down and start to chew on that.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and approach the other one. The other corpse is definitely far gone at this point. The other one, as you approach, will kind of skedaddle into the corner, is what I'm looking for. Does not want to be close to you, by what you can tell.
Kara will look at the Tizar while it's still here and like, your life hangs in your conduct. You know that.
It just, continues to try and seem to be a good little boy and lay to the ground.
I'd pull some meat out and try and offer it to this one and see if he'll come to my hand and take it. And if he does, I want to bitch slap it and then tell it down and then let him have the meat.
So he does not approach you. Every step you take closer to it, it will continue to skedaddle against this wall. Just try and move its way towards the general use hole, as it were. It's waiting for you to throw the meat more than anything, you can tell. But no, it does not seem to really want you to approach it.
Ruined my net. Ruined it.
It does not seem to understand what you're saying, but it is still staring at the meat in your hand.
I guess I would toss the meat to the wall over here.
Okay. It'll
and then,
run over there and try and eat it.
Then I would try and approach it.
I mean, it continues to eat. It grabs up the meat, but as you try and corner it, it will probably continue to, circle along the wall. Make sure that you cannot do so.
That's good enough for me. That's fine. That's enough effort. That's enough effort for the day. I got it, Kara. I just say, I understand. We cannot have things that would not be beneficial to why we're here. I understand. The other one's a lost cause. And then I'll go back to this one.
Jesus. You didn't even ask to do another animal handling roll. I was waiting for you
Yeah.
to say something.
Nope.
Oh shit, dude.
And then I feed this one, and I try and move closer to this wall so it kind of comes over here. So it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I mean that one's really friendly. It's gonna follow you. Oh shit! It's a male and a female too. You could have had babies if you let them grow up together. Oh, you're never gonna know that. Oh no. Fuck, dude.
So,
Kara, as you corner this one eating meat, it's going to start gnashing its teeth at you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kill it.
I know you are. You get to swing first. It'll attack you after. Oh, man. 16 just hits. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Pluzak, you can go join. That's fine.
Alright, so
Oh, dude.
turn on Fire Giant Strike.
Is this a saving throw?
No, this is just
This is
damage
the one
added
that does
to it.
damage. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay. Oh, God.
30, and when it hits, I'm gonna also do the Fire Rune ability that locks it in chains so it cannot run.
That one is a save, but it also still just takes damage, right?
Yes, it is that. Ignore the 13, it's just the 4.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do the roll. That's enough that it kills it outright. This one, once the chains latch on, they burn into its flesh and pull it to the ground as it falls unconscious under your devastating blow. Jesus.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. So I just gotta help my wife get the kid inside.
You're good, man. Absolutely. Oh, holy
Eh.
shit.
Pick up the corpse and toss it into the bag of holding.
Fucking terrifying. Alright, hold on a sec. Let me just do something quick. Alright. Yeah, you got a corpse of a a corpse of a white dragon wormling in your bag of holding, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn. Alright.
And feed the
Honestly,
town.
Not the way I expected this to go. So I'm gonna say, I guess at this point, the party will be allowed to just finish their long rest, unless there's anything anyone else wants to do. And
I do this to keep the 10 towns safe because I know what a loose dragon does to things.
yeah, there's that fucking blind one still wandering around the 10 towns, right? Or the Icewind Dale.
I gotta have something to do after we kill the hex.
Jesus Christ. Alright, fair enough. Either way, I guess ultimately what I was going to lead into is we'll probably end somewhere around here tonight. If there's anything anyone wants to do as part of this long rest, let's do so. I.e. Vellynne and Pluzag, if you want to do any more spellbook decoding, or if we want to, I don't know, fucking Mace is looking to smith some shit. I'm not sure what's up, but, you know, opportunity is here.
Oh, I forgot all about the spell book.
Yeah. It's been a bit. But yeah, otherwise we can just let you guys take a long rest from this point, and we will come into it next session on the morning of the next day, however you want to handle it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I want to smith right
it was,
now.
I was just throwing shit at you. Whatever,
I
man.
know, but like, I do think that, especially with the new crafting stuff, using the downtime for something is very, very useful.
Yeah, fair.
So I'll look into it, but for now I'm okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, so essentially you guys can hit the long rest if you want, but, you know, the time will occur between sessions, so much to your point, if you come back with something that you wanted to have happen during the downtime, that's totally fair as well. Otherwise, you guys will be coming in, let me just hit the big map quick. You guys will be coming in, you know, at the yellow circle. So if you want to head straight to East Haven, that definitely is a day or two. Bit shorter than it used to be, all things considered. But yeah, very, very fun session.
Was it D100 for Vellynne?
Yes, that is correct. Which level are you trying to decode, though?
Looking in my notes, I'm trying to see.
You have
we're
level
at
1
the-
done, and you have level 7 done.
We're at the yellow circle that says 40 miles.
Yes. I think the 40 miles is not related to the yellow circle, though. I'm pretty sure that's the green line. It was going from the Knoll Cave to the Goliaths, or the Sky Tower. For going back to East Haven, it would be... Hold on a moment. I believe it's 15 feet is 10 miles. 15 feet is about 10 miles. So from Yellow Circle to East Haven is 20 miles. Yeah. So I believe you guys are able to travel about 16 miles a day was what we figured. I'll do the math again next session to make sure. But talk shit, get smit. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think it'll be probably about 2 days. Back to
Okay.
East Haven if you go straight there.
Okay.
Kara, to remind you, because I know the dogs are important to you, they are at Caer Konig up in the north. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that was a fucking amazing session. Glad we're back in
That
the
was great.
Icewind
That
Dale.
was very fun.
Are we still in there, or did we leave?
No, you're still in there.
Okay.
I will put you back there for now. It's
No,
just-
that's
I'm
fine.
giving.
No.
I have faith you can raise this thing appropriately because if it starts killing people randomly, I'm a ice it.
That probably wouldn't hurt it, but I thought you were smarter than that. Anyways, I was making sure we were still here.
Chris the player talking, not Kara the character
Jesus.
talking.
Oh,
But
God.
I was just making sure to leave because I will offer anyone that wants a ring,
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. Yes, absolutely.
because I'll get it myself another one. But anyone else that wants one,
I'll take one.
Yeah, anyone who wants one, Leif will be able to grant it, so you guys can just make note of that fact.
So I'm looking at my notes, and I have first and third are learned from
First and third. I have
the
first and seventh.
incarnations. I wouldn't take seventh because I don't have the ability to use 7th level spells.
Okay, weird. In that case, I will switch it to third, which is it's a 70% chance to get versus a 30, so I could have also just crossed the wrong one out because I'm an idiot, so definitely would make some sense. So cast that one is done. 7th level will open back up, and you can take whatever you would like for the next one.
I'll do what are we doing for the drow book? Are we doing the same thing?
I think I'll let you just do the whole drow book in one if you want to. I don't particularly plan to take too much time with a lot. The only reason this one is per long rest is because the spellbook itself has some pretty fucking ridiculous ones for Iriel
Yeah,
Arctuses.
right.
The drow one I'll just give to you,
So
especially if you
yeah,
already
so I'll
have
do the
list.
drow at this rest.
Okay, so just give me an Arcana check. Anything above, I'm just gonna say a 15, and you'll do the whole thing. Yep. All right. So if you have the list for that, then you can add it all. You can just have that as accessible for her.
Yeah, it's in the notes, I think. Yep.
I can definitely look it up again if you need as well. I just know I don't have that tab up currently.
Thermal cube. No, looks
All
like
right,
I don't
hold on
have
a
a link for that one.
I will give it to you. 1 second. Caves of Hunger. We gotta go to here.
Oh yeah, 7th level from the Iliarthus's book would have been great. Teleport.
Yeah, it's got a lot of really great shit.
Yeah, Finger of Death.
Alright, so spellbook contains these. Hold on. You'll have to do the spells individually because the list here is it's not it doesn't lead to an actual spellbook per se. But these are all the spells.
Okay. Holy cow.
Definitely a good one to do. Up to 5th level, right? Yeah. Yeah. So very nice. Anyone else want to do anything this session?
I'm just reading the lore on white dragons.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna-
now you get why things went the way they did.
Experience for killing the wormling.
Ooh, that is very
Or
fair.
the previous berserkers, yeah.
Well, the berserkers I gave to you. It was the 660.
Yeah, that was 660.
60, okay.
The wormling. Did I close out of it? Uh-oh, hold on a sec. There it is. It's 90 each. 90.
We're getting credit for both of them.
Just the one.
Each. I'm sorry.
Yes, 90 each in terms of player. If you had killed both, it would have been 180 each, but the other one is still part of the living. Still member of the party, technically, to some degree.
For now.
Until Kara murders it as well.
I don't know. What's his face? Leif came close to Pluzak going, all right, dude, that
We're done.
was the line, and this is happening.
Well, I think that would have been fair, honestly. You did specify pretty clearly, so all right. Very
I
awesome.
mean, if it didn't sit after he commanded it to that then and there, I might have killed both of them.
Hey, I think it would have been totally on board.
Well, one is better than none, so you know.
One's better than none. All right, Leif. I guess you know that the whole party wants your fucking snow dog dead.
I just understand the danger of a dragon, and I'm giving him the opportunity to show that he can keep it under control.
But here's the
The
thing.
other one,
As much as it is a danger to you, it's not a danger to Leif. The stronger it grows and the more cold damage it can do, the more he's like, "Aw, it's a healer."
yes,
Right.
but if anything, that'll help intimidate it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Just-
in terms of for him, but I just think it's funny that Leif's the only one who technically can stand there going, "What do you mean? It's not dangerous."
Don't worry, guys. I'll heal us. Ice blast.
Oh god, that was one of
The
those
whole
things. I forgot. Like I didn't necessarily detail it per se, but one of the things last session that happened when you guys entered the room with the blue fire was the ceiling had icicles hanging from it, and Pluzak refused to enter, and Leif, like you kept referring to it as a healing room, because the last time you saw icicles, they fell on you and continued to heal you as you moved across the room. The fucking icicle droppers. That was wonderful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, this
So-
has been a fun time with this change of my character.
It's hilarious too, because I think I mentioned this before, but this was like a very early chapter thing I could have thrown at you if I'd wanted, but I thought it was more interesting to throw at you now. So it was like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is starting into some real interesting shit.
The only moderately intelligent white dragons have extraordinary memories. it's going to remember Kara was like, I let you live.
Well, that's
For
the
the
thing, right?
rest of its
That's
life.
I think, like, especially if you are reading it, like, hopefully you see how I was trying to
Yeah,
run
yeah.
those two. Like, very clearly they were both idiots, but one of them stupided into being friends with Leif, the other stupided into being enemies with you guys. So
And now this one has the memory of, don't cross them.
exactly. Oh man, very fun, very fun. It'll be interesting to do. I'm gonna say this though, just so that you guys are, or not you guys, Leif, Blake, you are aware. Um, not relevant to this campaign, but it sounded like at some point it was brought up to you. While you were away, we did a Mysterium. That Mysterium has proven to be quite interesting. It is somewhat of a heist, so if at some point between any time now and whenever you want to contact me for some help, or just want to do it yourself, please feel free to build yourself a kind of thief character. The reason I say this, if at any point we either need to, someone can't make it, I will shift back to that same Mysterium and just see where things go, or potentially after we're done with this campaign, I might just finish that one up because I actually think that will be more likely. However, I have a very good hook, Blake, sorry, how I could introduce a new character. So if you want to create a thief for that, please do. And once we finish this campaign, we will finish that as a kind of side campaign because I'll need some time before I build the next thing that I'm gonna do anyway. So
Is there a bard?
there is not currently. There's no bard and there's no rogue.
What level?
It is 8th level currently. And I would also say, if you want to, look up any magic items that you feel like the character would like to have and send them to me. Because the scenario essentially is you guys are in a mansion of a super wealthy noble. He has a whole bunch of guards that you got to be wary about, of course, but he also has magic items lining the rooms of his mansion. Fred has already sent me a whole list, and Fred, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I definitely did to Chris and Claude during our session of Claude's campaign. The magic items that you sent me, but when we return to that Mysterium, very well may be lining the walls of the mansion as things that you could find instead of having to roll for. Because with time and the ability to plan for them being in that campaign, it definitely is very accessible to me to just choose certain ones to, have available for you instead of chance pulling them into availability. So, same thing goes for the other characters. If they send me magic items that they think would be interesting to use, I might have them lining the walls in the mansion. You'll just have to find which room they're in and how to steal them. So, see what happens.
Yeah.
And that, I just bring it up just because I definitely intend to return to that. It was actually for you, Blake. Essentially, it was the first step, or the first major step, in actually having kind of a lore component of Gemini and Marno introduced to the party, the group, in terms of the Mysterium side of things. So I think that's more than anything why people are curious to return. So while you're stealing things from this mansion, you're also learning a lot, which is kind of fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll make one.
Alrighty, awesome. And that way we can lateral or just switch to that at any point once we're finished here. But at the same time, I will tell you we are nowhere near done with this Icewind Dale. Just so that we have a frame of reference, you guys are, of course, still going to be trying to return to the 10 towns and dealing with any random encounters that are between here and there. Once you get there and are in East Haven, Pluzak and Pluzak and Vellynne are likely going to utilize their connections with Imdra to do their own thing, contact Vellynne's Arcane Brotherhood, and start doing their whole we are going to take Yithrin for ourselves thing. And at that point, I'm kind of curious to see where you guys go, because that's when you will be able to kind of re-interact with the whole Hex subplot, being back in the 10 towns. That will become available again. I will tell you, I have pretty much all of the routes, I think, planned for how I think you guys could potentially go, and most of the permutations of such. Of course, you could still surprise me, see how things go, but that has been on my mind for a long time, and I have a lot of encounters planned. We'll see which ones you hit. So, definitely a lot still left.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Regardless, hope you had fun. Sounded like you did. because that was a
Oh,
fucking
dude,
amazing.
it's been a long time. Life's just been crazy. Seems like
Nah.
every time fucking D&D, it was like something was looking to happen. I'm like, God damn it.
Nah, I hear that, man. And honestly,
Life
it was one of
happens,
those
Honestly,
things.
we've been making the most of it, so you don't
Exactly,
really have to
it
worry
really
about it.
opened up a whole secondary kind of thing going on. So
That's what it fucking sounds like. I saw some of the messages you guys were fucking.
I felt bad
because
because I'm like, I meant to just do this as a quick,
Nah.
easy way to let everyone know, but then everyone else is like, "Hi, Leif, sorry, we're leaving you out." Like, oh fuck,
Get wrecked, nerd.
you fuck nerd, exactly.
Having fun without you.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have life, bitch.
Oh, gross! You got a child.
Your brother has one coming. Fuck you, nerd.
Fuck him.
Anyway, though, it's definitely good to be back, and I'm very curious to see where things go, both here and otherwise.
Yeah.
We will see.